Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Sue. Hey, Katie. We're going to do the Siders family tonight. If you guys will share the live out. I finally just got home from work and getting ready for the great grandbaby's baby shower. Hello, hello. And so I decided I wanted to go live and talk about the Siders and their new charges. Hey, AK. Hey, called. We're going to talk about the Siders tonight. And don't anybody laugh at my hands. Look at that. I did a blue hair color today. And now I look like a Smurf. My pretty pink nail polish. Hey, called.
Hey, you weren't wearing
Hey,
gloves?
Dad. Oh, hold on a minute. I forgot to turn my volume up. Was you talking, called?
Yeah, you weren't wearing gloves?
I had gloves on. I thought I was being smart today, and I'm like, I'm going to take this vivid blue and I'm just going to experiment and I'm going to put some 10 volume developer in it because I ain't doing this shit again. And so I did. And then when I went to rinse it, I wasn't thinking about it having developer because normally it just rinse off in cold water. It didn't. It didn't. But welcome in, everybody. Share out so we can talk about the ciders. It's what I was wanting to talk about last night, and we kind of got sidetracked.
Yeah, I got frustrated. I left the live.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why was you frustrated?
Because it was sidetracked and it was just focused on
Oh, yeah.
one individual.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt bad, but can't help everybody. But we'll leave that there. I'll do you in the back.
I thought, I had chatted with Sam. She said you guys had a person come in last night that is in a Schmurder case or about to be a case that Reddington is the defense attorney.
Yep.
So I was kind of interested in that, but
Oh, that's wild. Whoops, sorry about that. I hit my phone. If you want to look into it, it is, what was her name? Why did I not write the name down? Oh, I couldn't say the name. That's why. I'll send you the article.
okay.
You already hear what else is going to happen. This is really going to be cool. So my client that I did the blue on today, she asked me, she said, "You guys do true crime on TikTok, right?" And I said, "Yeah," because she comes in and watches. And she said, "Well, you used to be a foster parent, didn't you?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Do you ever, talk about cases that are over?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sometimes it just depends on what it is." Her best friend wants to come on panel and talk about her story, and they actually made a movie of it called House of Shadows and Illusions. Um, so she was one of the foster children that the parents were, they did a whole bunch of like food stamp and money fraud and arson and different child stuff and some really bad stuff. Well, then she ended up writing a book. And so that'd be exciting. So,
Hello, everybody.
hello, hello. But yeah, look up House of Shadows and Illusions because I want to go over that. And she's going to come on panel. So she has kids of her own now. So, yeah, so I'm excited.
Morning, Bill.
Why can't I remember that guy's name from last night?
From where?
The the just the case that's coming up. That Reddington's going to be the
Oh, the lady that was on last night?
yeah.
Uh, his name was, what was it? Oh,
Paul
Nick.
was wanting to know because she wants to look into it.
Hold on. I think I got it written down. Hold on.
Thank you.
I think
So
they put it in the chat. The person who passed was Susanna something.
no, I thought her name was Amanda. I can't look while I'm on here. Dang it.
Well, who is Susanna Alvarado?
Yes, that's it. That's it. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Alex. Where did I get Amanda from? She was the
I don't
big.
know. I don't know where you got it from. She said you are the absolute best with names.
Oh, Amanda was the daughter of. Okay.
Okay, you ready? It's Moa Ferris.
Go online, call, or scan this code right now.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
I think Cald's probably writing it down because they were putting it. Yeah. Samoa. I see. I can't say it. Yeah, Called. I never pronounce words right, and I say things backwards.
No, I don't think it was Samoa. It's Moa with an M.
So, yeah, Simoa, and then the last name's Ferria. Right?
I'm getting you some hearing aids.
Well, I'll buy
Bill,
some.
it's up in the I put it up in the chat. It was the House of let me find it. The House of Shadows and Illusions.
But don't anybody watch it yet. There's a book out on it. I think it'd be cool if we talk to her first. Thank you guys. Hey, Ivory. I haven't even got to tell Ivory, Sam, or nobody yet.
When is she going to come on?
Well, she is on vacation. She'll be back on Monday. And so hopefully maybe one evening this next week or over the weekend. So I'll get it all set up with her. Yeah, it'd be cool. I think it'd be a nice little break because we know the trial's going to be over. Look up House of Shadows and Illusions, and one of the girls that is a movie that's out, and you'll have to look and see where you can watch it. There's also a book that was written that my client that I did the blue hair on today, it's one of her best friends. She actually lives in Arizona. She's wanting to come on panel and talk about her story. She was one of the foster kids of many that they involved in a lot of stuff. That'd be cool. The Girl Scout cookies. So I'm not the only one that remembers stuff like that.
I do word association as well.
Do you? I do. And I don't know. I'm old and I can't hear well because the cat got a hold of my hearing aids. So, Ivory, are you in here or is it just telling me to ask you to join?
You know, oh God, Sheena just got a cochlear implant.
I know. Is that what all, hey, is that what all her bruising is?
Yes.
Okay.
They have to apparently drill into the bone, and then they put the implant, I guess they put the implant in when they do the drilling,
Mm-hmm.
and then they afterward, after like a healing time, a week or two, whatever it was, they turn it on. So she just got it turned on Friday.
Oh, wow. I noticed she was on panel. I was driving today and I was coming home and I always listen to something on TikTok, just try to catch up on stuff. And I noticed she was on panel and I'm like, oh, she's here. And
Yeah,
that's
she's
pretty cool.
she's live tonight. She might still be live.
Right. Have you looked into the ciders?
I haven't. I was waiting for y'all last night, and I just saw. I've seen some stuff. I've looked a little bit, but not really. I mean, I've seen the press conferences and uh, some videos that a few people have made.
So check out this that I found. And I did. I printed everything off and
Look, I was going to talk about that last night. I said, never mind. Then we got interrupted. So I'll just let you do it. But yeah, I heard about it yesterday.
there was something. Okay, I wanted to read this. I wonder if I should wait for Sam and Ivory and them to get in here. You guys share the live out and get me up.
I shared it with Sam. I thought Ivory was here.
She said she'd request up in a minute. She said give her a second.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if they've read this or not. So I'm
Did you
still.
do the? Hello.
Hey, baby D.
Hi. Did you do the case last night? Because I had to go to bed.
No, on ciders. No, we're doing it
Yeah.
tonight.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay then. Thanks.
no problem. And somebody asked who was doing court tomorrow. Court tomorrow's Sunday.
Oh,
No
okay. Yeah,
Sunday.
Sunday.
Nobody.
We answered him
Oh.
in the chat.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. I try to
Is the
follow. So
is the
Ivory, I got
court on
you
Monday?
something really cool. Have you
What
ever
happened?
heard of House of Shadows and Illusions?
I have not.
It was about the foster parents that were. It was a movie that came out, and they had like set houses on fire and were stealing welfare benefits, food stamp benefits, and they were having kids do like horrible, horrible stuff.
No. Oh wow.
Okay, so they came out with a movie. The lady that I did the blue hair color on, um, it one of the foster kids is her best friend, and she wants to come on panel one night and tell her story.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So she's on vacation. She'll be back Monday or Tuesday, I think she said, and then we'll set up a time that we can do it. And I thought it'd kind of be cool to, talk to her and then maybe watch the movie on YT. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's awesome.
I was gonna say, what do you think?
I think that's a good idea. I gotta go look into that though to see, to look into it just to get some information.
Yeah, there's a movie, and then she turned around and wrote a book. And so I guess some of the stuff that is in her book wasn't told on the story or on the movie.
Oh wow.
So yeah, yeah. It was from like being locked in basements, and I haven't really looked into the whole thing, but just listening to the lady today, it was pretty interesting.
I need to figure out how to do another YT that's not my government name.
Can't you just change your name?
Yeah, you can, but when you change your name, it changes all of your like if you've commented anywhere or participated anywhere, it changes all of that.
Oh, got you.
Well, I did that with mine. Mine's fine. That was like I don't know, year ago or so, but
Well, but I have personal things on there that are like with my church and stuff that I don't want to have
um,
Yeah, I would just make
associated.
another one. Yep, just make another one.
Yeah, I would probably just do another whole one. I think is what you'll have to do is just open up a new email, right?
Yeah, it's easier that way. Just do another email and then do a YouTube.
Not me being all technical here that knows absolutely nothing.
It's you giving pointers.
Yeah, right. Okay, so you guys help me out with this. I want to read this. Is Sam still in thunderstorms or?
I think I think she is having time with Chris.
Okay, all right. I'm going to read this. Have you
She
read
said
this?
she'll be in and out of the chat though.
Okay, cool. Have you read Who is Brandon Henderson?
No.
Okay, so you
Who is
know
Brendan? Who is it?
Brandon Henderson was indicted on 21 charges related to endangering children. He was one of the guys that they just arrested
So
with
we're
the
talking about the
Siders
Cider
family.
case. So there were two people not related to them, two men that were also got the same charges. Now, so first of all, let me just say I was right that the reason they were there had nothing to do with the indecent exposure. It was a completely different investigation. So just want to put that out there.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm shocked.
yeah, I didn't see that one coming. I wonder. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see this one coming.
Uh-uh. Me either. Is anybody in here, if you have not read any new updates on the Siders, just put a one in the chat, and if not, I'll read it from the beginning. Because I found, do you know who Ronnie Fletcher is?
No, do you?
So Ronnie Fletcher is one of the son-in-laws.
Oh wait, Ronnie is not. Ronnie's the one with the interview.
Right.
That's the one whose son had charges of child endangerment as well.
Yeah.
Is child endangerment something not appropriate?
That I
Not that endangerment is, but you know what? I'm trying not to say that word.
right. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. Hadn't got that far yet, but I did find this today. It said, according to their son-in-law, Ronnie Fletcher, Gary Sr. and Christina Siders had 4 daughters and 1 son, Gary Siders Jr. One of those 4 daughters is Virginia Saunders, born, she was a Virginia Siders.
So
According to
she
Mary,
changed her name to Saunders, or she married a Saunders?
she married a Saunders.
I remember that name because that's my mother's maiden name. That's how I remember that name.
Yeah, which Saunders, let me finish reading. According to marriage records, Virginia Siders married Joshua D. Saunders, 42. They married in April
How old was
2003.
she?
Um, in 203, I'd have to look. I hadn't got that. I was at work all
That's
day.
okay.
But I wonder if she was the 15-year-old that married the 42-year-old.
So wait, how old is Joshua or whatever his name is?
42.
So he's 42 now. So that means in 2003 he would have been in his 20s.
I don't know, because it says Virginia Siders married Joshua D. Saunders, 42, in April of 2003.
So is that 42 today 42 or 42 back then?
I don't know. That's why I got to
All
look
right, y'all,
into.
somebody go Google him. See how old he is.
Yes,
I think that's today 42.
That's what it sounds. That's how I originally took it.
that's how I took it, and then I saw it in April 2003. So Joshua D. Saunders was later charged with murder and has been serving 15 years to life in the Chillicothe Correctional Facility since 2009.
Oh.
The
Didn't
Joshua
did,
D.
didn't Ronnie Fletcher get on the news and talk about how they're lawyers and educated people and none of them ever got into nothing?
Yeah, this shit's going deep. And trust me, I've only been able to do this between blue and black hair colors and purple. Joshua D. Saunders, who married Virginia Siders, is not the same Joshua Saunders now charged in the case.
Wait, there's a Joshua Saunders charged in the case connected to the child assault and they're not related? Or they're just not the same, or they're not related?
I think one is senior and one is junior.
So it's the son, possibly, that could have been intertwined with the whole Elizabeth and Gary.
Correct.
Correct. Minor.
So Virginia and Joshua D. Saunders, they're still legally married, but court records show Virginia then had a relationship with Brandon Henderson.
That's the other guy.
That's the other guy.
So the other guy, and then the son? Her own son?
I don't know. Everybody's going to have to help me put the rest of this together.
Damn it, I'm in my bed. I knew you were going to make me go to the computer. Darn it.
Dang it. Okay, I'll finish reading this while you're going to the computer.
I'm the type of person I have to look at it and read it, and then I'll.
Well, that's why I print it off. So if anybody wants to screenshot that, they can.
It's backwards.
Yeah.
How do I turn it the right way? Flip y'all's camera.
Mirror your camera. You got to mirror your camera.
How do I
Marry
do
a
it?
camera.
Hold
Go to
on.
your camera settings and flip it. I don't know.
Can a mod do it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, let me see.
Alex, their family ain't got a tree. It's a wreath, babe.
Okay, well, I'll tell you
It's
what.
not even a wreath.
If you guys want a copy of this, just Google who is Brandon Henderson, and you'll get all this same information. Oh, I can screenshot and then edit your photo in the phone. You guys are making me more technical than I want to be. Hey, I fixed the printer tonight. No, I didn't. I called my daughter.
Hey, sometimes you got to be technical, girl. You got to get into it.
I'm trying. I even went and looked at computers today. Okay, court records show that by 2010, Virginia Saunders and Brandon Henderson were living together and were forcibly evicted from a home. The pair were also evicted from a home they were sharing in 2011. In July, NBC's 4 sister station work interviewed Fletcher, the uncle of the 16 rescued children. Court documents show Fletcher and his wife, Virginia, and Gary Jr.'s sister.
Wait, can you I need you to reread that sentence.
Okay. How far up? Okay, I'll just.
From Ronnie
Okay.
Fletcher.
Okay, in July, NBC4 sister station, WOWK, interviewed Fletcher, the uncle of the 16 rescued children. Court documents show Fletcher and his wife, Virginia, and Gary Jr.
Wait, so Fletcher's wife
that
is
one
also
of his
in
sisters?
Virginia?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, Harvey. Go ahead.
So wait, I'm just asking. I think I was asking the same thing you were. So Ronnie Fletcher is also married to Virginia Siders?
No, Virginia, isn't she one of Junior's sisters?
Virginia is one of Gary Jr.'s sisters. So
Right.
let me finish reading it. Hold on. Fletcher
Okay.
and his wife, Virginia and Gary Jr.'s sister. So Virginia and Gary are sister and brother, are now the legal guardians of Virginia Saunders' 15-year-old daughter.
So when I heard Case
Wait,
Snaps
hold on,
talking
hang
about
on. How many Virginia Siders and Saunders can there be?
that's
don't
where I'm
make
going with
sense.
this. That's where I'm going with this. I
Go
was
ahead,
listening
Jay.
to Case Snaps earlier, and I guess Virginia is Christina's first name, and she goes by Christina. That's what I heard. I don't know how accurate that is, but I guess that's her first name.
Hold on.
Virginia
That's-
goes by Christina. Christina goes by Lynn. What the hell are we doing here?
Christina
I
goes
have
by
no
Lynn. Okay.
idea.
I think they're talking about that she is the sister of Junior.
But wouldn't that be Lynn though?
Is she,
Because that's why I'm confused. Because
No, Lynn
no.
is the mother.
Yeah.
Christina
oh,
goes by Lynn.
Yeah.
But now my whole thing is, if one of the sisters was Virginia Siders, who married Saunders,
Mm-hmm.
then how can Virginia Siders also be married to Ronnie Fletcher? How many Virginia Siders daughters were there?
They
That's what
can't be
I'm
married, right? Didn't you say they were separated? They
No,
were
the one
married?
guy's still in jail.
Yeah, Virginia is still married to Saunders, but
Right.
he's in.
But how if she's married to Fletcher?
They can't be. She had
They
to get
live
divorced at some point.
together.
I think they just live together.
Well, hold on. It's not saying that Fletcher's wife's name. It's just saying Fletcher and his wife slash Virginia and Gary Jr.'s sister. So apparently Fletcher is married to one of the sisters.
I'm sorry with the way you read it. Okay.
Okay. Are now the legal guardians of Virginia,
Her niece, Virginia's daughter.
15-year-old daughter. Fletcher is suing for paternal rights over the 15-year-old that's in their care. But why would he be suing for parental rights?
Fletcher is not his wife? What about his wife? This is all freaking weird. In this family, I wouldn't go be given parental rights to any man. Or woman for that matter. Just take it out the family.
I mean, I can't I'm fixing to pull out a whiteboard. Y'all want me to pull out a whiteboard?
Yeah, get the whiteboard going.
Okay,
trying to see if I
let me
can find
finish
a
reading this real quick.
free-
It says, as part of the case, the court ordered a DNA test to determine if the girl's father is Brandon Henderson or Joshua D. Saunders. The plaintiff was awarded custody of said minor child pursuant to an order in the common pleas. Hold on, how did that read? Virginia Lee Siders is the legal and natural mother of the above child, which would be the 15-year-old. Said child was conceived as a result of an act or acts of sexual intercourse between Virginia Lee Siders and the defendants, Brandon Henderson and or Joshua David Saunders.
So did they both rape her?
Well, that's not what they're saying. They're just saying an act of intercourse, which is
She
usually
was
how it
married to
happens.
Saunders.
I know, but you're saying that with those two guys, so they have to figure out who the father is, right?
But they're trying to figure out who the father is
Well,
of
she went with both
the
of them.
15-year-old.
Right.
Right, because she was with both of them.
Right.
She was married to one of them, and then apparently he went to prison, so then she ended up with Brandon Henderson.
Right. So it had to be awful close if they're trying to figure out who the father is.
Makes me wonder if they're not related.
Well, yeah.
It said the mother, Virginia Lee Siders, is currently married to defendant. Okay, that answers my question. Joshua David Saunders Jr.
Who's currently married to Joshua David Saunders Jr.?
Virginia Lee Siders.
Yeah, but that's not saying who the father is.
A third
No,
one?
no. All right. So Virginia, we know, is married to Joshua. We know that there's another Joshua that was also involved with Henderson and Gary and Elizabeth. That Joshua is not the same one that's in prison, and we're under the assumption right now, and only assumption, that the other Joshua Saunders might be a child of the original Virginia. And so, okay.
Yeah, but they took a DNA, right? So who
Jamie, you haven't let me finish reading it. Hold on. I was reading it. Yeah. So it said the mother, Virginia Lee Siders, is currently married to defendant Joshua David Saunders Jr. Plaintiffs are currently residents of the state of Ohio. Defendants Brandon Henderson or Joshua David Saunders Jr. is the natural father of the minor child. Per public records, Henderson is the uncle of the 16 rescued children, either by the percentage of their cousin or unofficially through the connection of Virginia. The relationship between the 23-year-old Joshua Saunders and the Siders family was not immediately able to be confirmed. It doesn't say which one's the father.
They
Alex
obviously
has
don't
something
know.
that she wants to send. I told her to send it to Ivory's email.
Now, what was that? Where did you get that?
So if you Google who is Brandon Henderson, hold on, let me pull it up. I could have swore. Hold on, let me pull it back up here. I haven't pulled it up. Man, I lost my cat to my highlighter. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so I have been trying to figure this out, and I'm like, man, having a hard time. Okay. So, come on, come on. All right. Henderson. Okay, so if you go, I think that was the one I found it. Okay. So if you just type in who is Brandon Henderson and hit the NBC4, it will give you the whole story. You have to scroll. Well,
So Jacqueline has a statement. Brandon's investigation is what led them to Gary, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there was an entirely separate investigation happening at that time. And that's how they ended up there.
So what does it have to do with Gary?
Because Gary and Elizabeth and Brian and Joshua all are charged in the
Right.
same sexual assault of a minor, and that was the original
Oh, got
investigation
it.
that led them to the house.
Oh, got it. Okay. I'm there.
That were minors and at least 10 years younger than they were.
Yeah, that's what I read last night. Yeah.
Which checks out because all of us were saying the same thing. It's got to be something bigger than him peeing off the porch.
I knew that the news kept saying that there was a separate investigation. I'm like, no one's picking up on it. There's something completely separate.
But that explains because it was the Dollar General workers that blew it out of the water. They're the ones that
Dollar
reported it.
General workers that originally reported the original sex abuse that caused the investigation that caused them to find the kids.
Yes, and I think that girl that was on that was so upset, she's like, if I'd only known, I would have done more. She knew then, I believe.
I think so too. I think that was her covertly saying, I knew what I knew, but I didn't know there was more involved.
But I'm curious as to how a Dollar General employee would know that this was happening
Here's my thought. I thought about
unless
that
they were
today.
there.
I thought about it today. I'm like, what if when Elizabeth and Gary was coming into that Dollar General, that wasn't necessarily their kids with them?
Or maybe she's related to one of them.
I was just going to say, it's a pretty small area. Maybe they know that one of these people has an extracurricular job or something. You get what I'm saying?
I hope this is our Samantha.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I was
she
gonna say I
changed
let
her.
her up earlier. Was that not her? My bad.
It,
So, do you want me to get the whiteboard?
yeah.
Okay. You guys keep talking. I'll go get the whiteboard.
So I see what they're saying, but they're saying that the child victim of Brian, Joshua, um, Gary, and Elizabeth were not related to Gary and Elizabeth. They had no relation. The child
Right.
was not. There was no familial relation. So if Henderson, Saunders, Brian, and Gary are all related, then it couldn't be any one of their children. It had to be someone completely separate. Now,
Right.
I'm curious if the Joshua Saunders is not the one that Virginia's married to, it's got to be a son. And I got to go look down that rabbit hole. It's got to be her son, who would have been a lot younger.
Right.
So I'm wondering, I don't know. And
Yeah,
what
I
were the
heard about all
exact,
this yesterday, and I looked into it, but I didn't go deep enough. I should have
do
went
we
deeper
know what
today.
the exact charges were for the four of them on the essay?
Yeah.
You know what's odd? Who is it? The grandfather that has one less charge than the rest of them. All of them have the same charges, except he has one less charge. I mean, because they're all four of them are charged with this.
Maybe because the baby, the last one, wasn't born yet when he went strokish.
Um, hold on.
Guys, remember when we had somebody that was physically there on site walking and showing us everything? How close was the Dollar General?
Across
It
the street
was
from us.
a 4 minute walk, or no, the Dollar General, the convenience store was a 4 minute walk, and the Dollar General was a 2 minute drive, if I remember right.
I thought one of them. I think it was a convenience store. All you had to do was walk over the tracks. That was like a shortcut to get there. It was right there.
Yeah, a 4 minute walk. Because we had to walk it and timed it.
You got your whiteboard out yet?
No. Okay. So can somebody pull up charges while I go get the whiteboard?
I only got one
Yep,
device.
hold on. If I
And
fall
look
down,
at,
I'll come back.
hey, look at that.
Oh shit! They wrote a song about you. I'm
Smurf.
not. I'm not about to sing
Girl, you
it.
ever hear about wearing gloves?
I had gloves on. I'll be right back with the whiteboard.
Damn, you had gloves on.
Yeah,
I
I
did.
think
I
I
just
think she had the wrong gloves because there's gloves where that doesn't go through.
I rinsed the
No,
and then I
she forgot the developer was in and she rinsed it out
yeah.
with not remembering that she had added the developer.
Thank you.
Still, it wouldn't go through the gloves if you had the right gloves.
She
Oh, we're talking
removed the
about the
gloves when
spiders.
she rinsed it out.
What was that? I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
She wasn't wearing gloves when she rinsed it out.
Gotcha.
Shit, where'd Ivory go? We're starting from the beginning again. They lost me in the first quarter. They're gonna have to recap it for me too. Shit, I was here.
It's just very confusing because of the relation and the marital name changed to a very similar name from the maiden name and then people were changing the name that they use.
Agreed. Oh, she's going to get her computer. No, don't be sorry, Murphy. Shit, I feel like I just got here too, and I've been here. It's just a lot. There's a lot of the same names, and yeah, it's all interfamily. It's a lot.
Yeah, and with what's seems to be happening, it's like we're talking about one person, but they're the daddy, the brother, the uncle, and the cousin all at the same time.
I know. I need a visual. I'm like, I don't. Wait, hold on. My brain hurts. Yeah. Yeah, did that.
Man, all you can think about is these kids growing up in this.
It's one thing to live that way, but then like imagine imagine an average day for them, like mom and dad just come and go, or one's got to be stationary. Like what's an average day they're like? Like I have so many questions.
I don't know. I mean, the essay is, oh, I'm gonna cry. The essay is on one level, and then the living conditions on top of it, and you know, just the state of the children when they were found and rescued. People, I mean, they had to be hospitalized. They're,
I have a question. I came in late. Are you guys saying that a minor is currently pregnant by one of those guys?
that's a rumor, Sam. That
Oh,
hasn't been
okay.
confirmed.
Okay.
When did that happen? Was I up here when that happened? I must have missed that part.
Yeah, it was in the chat, but from what I haven't been able to find any confirmation of that.
Holy
It's
shit.
possible, but it's
Where did Ivory go?
from what she went to. She was going to go downstairs to her computer and stuff and get situated.
I thought she just came back up, but the boxes are being weird. Like it's not loading all the way, at least not for me.
It wasn't loading for me either, and then I had to drop and come back because it was echoing.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
everything you guys said was an echo.
I'm wondering, TikTok has been so weird these last couple days. I don't even know what's going on, dude.
You need to kill me. You need to kill.
Did you guys see the Beatles I pinned?
No, show us.
They're on my page, but I guess I could. Nope, they're under glass. It'd be hard to see. Well, we could try.
Okay. Hey everybody, if you're just coming in, can you send Sheshed a heart me? I am feeling better, Loopy. It helps protect the live, and then if you can't, or if you can, that's great. And can you tap?
Ooh,
Tapping
I'll
is
get up there.
clapping, and
Okay.
it's free.
Look at that. Oh, there it is.
Oh wow, that's pretty.
And then this one's got way cool colors. Can't really see it because the light sucks.
It is really pretty.
And then
Girl, I
got
was thinking you had pinned the videos to your page.
I think I just uploaded one of me pinning, and then there's the spider I just pinned. There's its other one. Lots of shit. Yep.
Can
that's
I
it.
show a can I show a green screen in a box?
Yeah, I'm trying to get not here. There we go.
No, can we? Is it a thing?
Yeah, you can show green screen. You just
How?
click on your video, and then it has you click on green screen as a function.
I think my grandkids might have borrowed my whiteboard.
Damn, I can't.
I can fix the boxes, Ivory.
I was gonna read them, but I can't, and I'm literally trying not to go downstairs, but I think I'm gonna have to.
Why don't you send it to me and I can pull it up because I have a cover on my camera.
Be right back. Weirdest. If one of the grandkids.
All right, I just sent you the article that explains who Josh Saunders is only 23. So he's got to be the son of the original Josh Saunders. And they are related, but they're not immediately related. The children, the minors, were not immediately, but the charges for Josh and Brian are separate. Like one is grape, and you got to read the charges. It's in what I just sent you, Sam.
Yeah.
So Josh Saunders has got to be the son of Virginia Siders and Josh Saunders Jr.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
When I tell you, where is what's his face? What was the brother's name? Where is he now?
Got the one that's in prison?
Joey's in
Joey
jail.
went back to prison.
Oh, because I'm curious what Joey would have to say about this.
I would too. He was sure saying a lot when it first popped off for not being around for as long as he had been.
Yeah, Josh is the son, correct, of the other Josh in Virginia.
What is Joey in jail for?
Lots of stuff. Who knows?
So they were known to the Siders. They're not saying that they were related.
Probation
No.
violation.
They were
Sorry.
no.
Yeah.
So the children.
He started the. Oh, sorry.
It said interfamily. They were related.
How
So-
come in this article it says that they were known to the Siders?
So 2 additional people were charged in connection with the Vinton County child abuse, and public records indicate that they are known to the Siders family. The two, Brian Henderson and Josh. So we're gonna, if you keep going, it explains it all.
Yeah,
the
I
removal of the 16 children.
screenshotted.
The removal of the 16 children from the home drew national attention. 4 adults were arrested and charged with 16 counts of child endangerment. That was them. All 4 were indicted on child abuse charges, but Gary Jr. and Elizabeth were also indicted on child SA charges. Next.
Okay.
Ohio Attorney General Andrew Wilson explained that there were 3 parallel investigations going on. The child endangerment case was the most well known, but that was not the initial focus. Instead, the state began investigating allegations of child SA in December of 2025, leading to charges for South Bloomingville men Josh Saunders, 23, and Brandon Henderson, Sr., 40. In investigating Saunders and Henderson, officers also began investigating Elizabeth and Gary Siders Jr. On Friday, Gary Siders and Elizabeth Siders were both indicted on 2 counts of S battery and 2 counts of unlawful S conduct with a minor. Also on Friday, Brandon Henderson, 40, and Joshua Saunders, 23, were arrested and indicted. It is unknown who the victims of the S battery are, but it is confirmed that they are minors. Keep going. It'll
Wow. That's wild.
Henderson was indicted on 21 charges related to endangering children, S battery, and gross S imposition. Saunders was indicted on 3 counts of grape and 1 count of gross S imposition. Records indicate that at least Henderson was also part of the larger Siders family.
Okay.
So this explains who he is. So according to the son-in-law Ronnie Fletcher, Gary Siders and Christina Siders had 4 daughters and a son. One of the 4 daughters is Virginia Saunders, born Virginia Siders. According to marriage records, Virginia Siders married Joshua Saunders in 2003. Saunders was later charged with murder and has been serving 15 years to life in Chillicothe Correctional Facility. Next. Court records show that by 2010, Virginia Saunders and Brandon Henderson were living together and were forcibly evicted from a home. So that's where I think Saunders Jr. comes in. The pair were also evicted from the home where they were sharing in 2011. The uncle, and in NBC, Fletcher, the uncle of the 16 rescued children, court documents show Fletcher and his wife are now legal guardians of Virginia Saunders' 15-year-old daughter, and they're suing for rights of the care. As part of the case, the court ordered DNA tests to determine if the father is Brandon or Joshua. So I'm curious, who is the other Joshua Saunders? Because then that would be the sister of the one that they're suing for. As part of the case.
Are they saying the 15-year-old is the child?
No.
Oh, all right.
Henderson is the uncle. The
And they're trying to
relationship
get.
between the 23-year-old Joshua Saunders and the Citus family was not immediately able to be confirmed.
Okay.
But there was another article that said that it was interfamily and they were all related, but that Gary and Elizabeth were not immediately related to
Yeah.
Brian and by blood.
Let me show you what I've got. Hold on.
Yeah, I thought that's what I read last night. Yeah. Trying to keep all these names straight.
Now, I'm curious to see what these charges mean in that state.
Well, I looked it up, and I believe it's inappropriate touching of the areas for Elizabeth and Gary, and battery. It's like against their will. I believe, but I could be wrong because I was a little confused. But let me look. Hold on.
Yeah, they call it different. What I was reading last night was, I guess they call those charges down there, whatever. They call them different. You have to look them up, but they all have to do with you know what.
Okay,
Jamie,
I just want to say that my daughter walked right past my husband, the IT tech, mind you, to come to me crying to fix her iPad because she thinks she broke it. And I have no idea. I've never worked an iPad in my life.
Go to
But-
daddy.
I'm like, why did you just walk past your father to come to me? I look like the one who could help you?
she's a smart
I've
girl.
been sitting
She
here
said
talking
mom
on
knows
mute.
best.
I found the whiteboard. The housekeeper put it behind the spare bedroom door.
I'm upset that you got a housekeeper, and I do too, but I am her.
Right? Wish I had a housekeeper.
I took it
Girl,
out in
I
I've
wish
had a
I
traffic.
wasn't
housekeeper
mine.
for years.
Okay. So y'all will have to tell me where you want to start on the whiteboard or when you want to start. I'm going to flip the camera and show you. It's right there.
Put all the names across the top, and then we'll connect them.
Okay, whose names do we want? Hold on, I got to figure out how to.
You
Hold
gotta
on.
start with the older Christina. Oh God, Senior and Christina.
Uh, hold on. I'm gonna flip. Switch spots. Microphone manage. Okay, so first of all, I need to flip. I need to figure out how to mirror my camera so you guys can read it.
You can just learn how to write backwards.
I might be able to.
Don't do that. It's okay.
Does expand or switch spots? Hold on. I'll figure it out while, I think Sam's looking for something. Doesn't it say like mirror camera or?
Button with a circle on it and two little arrows. That one.
When my camera's on? Okay, so my camera's on. Touch myself? Okay.
I might turn my camera on just to show you. Hold on. I'm gonna look at the ground so it's not on my damn face because I be looking rough. Okay. Okay. You see your click on your camera settings. Fuck, where's my camera settings? There they are. Nope, there they go. Okay. You see the camera lens next to the recording. Okay, it's the third button from the left.
It just says flip.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, but if I flip, it just flips my camera. I need to mirror it.
The one to the right of that one.
One to the
It's
right.
not working for me. Oh, I got.
Hold on. No, that's expand switch spots. Camera.
You guys see that?
Mine won't flip either.
Yeah.
Applied when an adult engages in sexual contact, utilizing an age gap. With a minor, it is age 13 to 15, carrying a 1 to 5 year prison sentence. So I'm guessing they're between 13 and 15 years old. But this is also, hold on.
You see the button to the right of that button? It won't. The one that puts it on your face or your feet, you know?
Face or
It looks like a camera lens.
yeah.
So there's one that looks like it's two squares and it's got a line. Yep, there it is. Yeah, good
You
job.
know how that I had to hold my name down and then it comes up, and mine's like white with a line in it and then black. Okay, so let's see if this is right or not. We can
See
just
what
try.
those charges mean. I'm not going to read them out loud.
Oh,
So they're saying all this on here, Sam, is what were the charges?
Yes.
What they meant?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm going to turn my camera off now.
Sorry.
You're fine. I just don't want to.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, am I still here? The children were relatives to them, just not their children.
Oh, got it.
that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was figuring that out too, because when they said it was not their children, I said, well, it's got to be niece, nephew, somebody.
It is. It's just not their children, but they are related.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, and I'm not trying to be accusatory, but if more charges, if that's kind of the case. I don't know.
And apparently, these sexual charges, I didn't mean to say that word, I'm sorry. These charges, they were investigating way before they ever found the kids back in December.
Yeah,
They
that was the
went
reason
there,
for the
search
search
warrant.
warrant.
Remember, I said there was something about
Yeah.
that search warrant that wasn't right? It was for DNA of Elizabeth and Gary.
Well, that's why I figured it was bigger than, because why would they get a search warrant? It was more than him, going out in the yard and doing what they
That's
claimed.
what I kept arguing that with people, and I'm like, no, that you don't just get a search warrant because somebody pissed in their yard, right?
And I said, well, we're going to have to wait and see until we find out about it, because we just don't know. But I knew it had to be way more.
A search
Yeah.
warrant is one thing, but they had the whole ass DA down there and that many cops. That ain't for no peeing off the porch.
That's why they got so disturbed when they saw all those children, because they were originally there on child SA charges, or you know what I mean?
Right.
So when they saw all
Probably
those
looking
children
for a
being kept
couple
there,
of,
they were probably terrified, thinking that they were all victims,
Right. Yeah.
and that's
know-
why they came out saying that.
but you know what else that says too is that when I heard that yesterday, I'm like, that explains why DHS immediately wanted full custody of all the kids.
Yeah. So did you see the? I guess they did a public whatchamacallit?
The public announcement.
Yeah.
You want me to play it real
The
quick?
DA, I would, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, not at all. Actually, I made a video, so I can just go to it, and it does the both of them, and I just clipped them. Hold on.
I mean, those poor kids, I mean, I don't know if they're able to talk or not, but I wouldn't doubt something happened with those kids too. It's going to take a lot for them, a lot of therapy and a lot of stuff to.
Enforcement sought the DNA of Gary Siders Jr. related to the child sex abuse case. Once Siders Jr. was located, search warrants were executed to secure his DNA for genetic testing. Upon serving the search warrants for the child sex abuse case, the existence and condition of the 16 children at the Omer Street house became known. The child sex abuse cases involve intra-family relations and do not pose a risk to the general public, and I would also add, does not involve human trafficking. This case all started with diligent Dollar General clerks calling authorities with concerns over children they observed. We ask the public to be mindful of the circumstances around them, especially involving children. We continue to ask for the public's respect for the rights and privacy of the child victims in this case. I'd like to add a thank you to the Vinton County Sheriff's Office and BCI for their investigative efforts, which have been amazing. This case is going to be prosecuted by myself, Kara Keating, Assistant Attorney General, and Annika Collins, Highland County Prosecuting Attorney. A Benton County grand jury today has issued indictments in 3 criminal cases involving sexual abuse and child endangerment. These charges stem from criminal investigations conducted by the Benton County Sheriff's Office and the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigations, BCI. The cases are being prosecuted by the Benton County Prosecutor's Office with the assistance from the Highland County Prosecutor's Office and the Ohio Attorney General's Special Prosecutions Unit. In December of 2025, at the request of the Benton County Sheriff's Office, BCI's Special Victims Unit opened an investigation into allegations of sexual abuse involving 2 children. Information obtained in this investigation prompted BCI in March of 26 to open a second investigation, this one involving allegations of unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. On June 30th, authorities executed a search warrant at a residence in Hampden, Ohio, and Benton County on Omer Street. There have been a lot of speculation and questions regarding the June 30th presence on Omer Street in Hampden. These indictments provide some insight into the ongoing investigation. However, to preserve the integrity of the ongoing investigation and to protect the victims, I conclude my statement here. I am thankful for the work of my deputies and our fellow partners at BCI. We will continue to pursue justice in these cases. Enforcement sought.
That was it.
So they have his DNA related to this
But
underage
hold on,
person.
they have whose DNA?
Both
Junior's.
Elizabeth and Gary.
Yeah.
How would they have gotten Elizabeth's?
Because that's what they were originally there for that day they found the kids. They collected it then at that when they were arrested.
Yeah.
I just find it.
They were there to serve the search warrant to get their DNA for that sexual investigation.
It's just so weird that they came out with felony charges on Elizabeth before they did Gary. So
I don't think that matters because they all have the same charges except for his father, which has one less charge.
Yeah, I wonder if it wasn't just because that's who was done first, right?
it could be. I mean, I don't know.
And that explains why they wanted everything under a gag order.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be a gag order because the children, the 16 counts for their own children are completely separate from the charges they got for the other thing.
Their grandma has them too? See, I haven't seen her with them yet.
Well, the
Yeah,
grandmother
she does. They all do.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the SA charges are completely separate case.
Yeah, they did go in there to serve that, and that's when they found the kids.
So they're facing the gag order for their own children's case does not cover the case with the SA.
Right. You're right, Ivory. Yes, I agree.
Go ahead, Jamie. Say it again. I love to hear it.
I agree, Ivory, with you.
Okay. So we're going to do a whiteboard. But before we start
My
doing the
husband just
whiteboard,
looked at me and goes, "At least someone does."
Oh God, I'm sorry, Mr. Ivory.
thank you. I'm glad you like my crosses here.
I love them. Oh, I love it. They're so pretty.
My
Oh, I
mirror,
love them.
my camera's mirrored, so I can't really. Hard to do it. So if everybody can send their heart me, please send their heart me. If you guys can and will, follow everybody on the panel and also follow Ivory, Sam, and me on YT because we got lots of big stuff coming up. Would appreciate it. And if you can share the live out, and we are going to do a whiteboard on the Siders family. And our names is the same across the board with FB, YT, and Sam's is in her bio. Because that's where we'll be watching our movies at, and we get to talk a little more freely.
And before we go down to the whiteboard, we're all going to name Cald's new YT page. We're going to name it for you, Cald. What is Cald's YT page going to be named?
I don't know. I have one with just my name. I don't. Are you changing your name or something?
Jamie, do you want people to follow you on YT?
I don't have anything on there yet.
Okay, but do you want them to follow you?
They can if they want.
Okay. And follow Jamie too then on YT.
Maybe I'll have to start putting things up there. I never really. It's just sitting there, but I never really put anything on it.
So there's 82 people in here and I only have 17 heart me's. How much do y'all like me? It's only a penny. If you can, it really helps. If you can't, I get it. Okay, who do we want to put on the whiteboard first?
Well, who are we trying to figure out?
We're trying to figure out the Saunders.
All right, so you got Gary Siders and you got Christina Siders, right?
Oh, and we were
Yep.
trying to figure out who Virginia and Virginia were.
Right.
Yeah,
so
but
underneath
put
them, you
their
have
names up
Gary.
at the top. Yeah.
You have Gary Jr., Virginia Siders. What the hell is the name of the other one, guys? The one that's over here on TikTok.
You talking about Lynn?
Yeah.
You talking about
What was her
Joey?
name?
You talking about Joey?
No. We're
Oh.
just talking about. So no. Joey is Elizabeth's. We're gonna do the side. We're gonna do Gary's side of the family first. So you got under Gary and Christina. You have Gary Jr., Virginia Siders.
Yeah. So put the parents, then his son and Elizabeth.
Do I need to write bigger?
No, that's good.
Can you see it all right?
Right. So then draw a line, and then you have Gary Jr., Virginia, Lynn, I don't know what Fletcher's wife's name is. But just put Fletcher's wife. And then we're missing one daughter, and is that Mary? I'm not sure who the other daughter is.
Is that her name?
Oh,
So
hold on.
now,
Put those over there. I need to put those on the other side. I did that.
I think it might have been easier if you put all that family across the top and then come down with the other names.
Well, this is their kids,
Okay.
right? Because you got mom and dad.
right. Then you have the kids.
2, 3, wife. What was the other daughter's name? Oh, Virginia. Right?
Right.
Yeah, Virginia.
It's been a pleasure and a privilege to walk with you.
Okay. That's the kids.
So then you have, now start off with Gary is married to Elizabeth. So put that right underneath Gary plus Elizabeth.
Others are probably confided. Discretion is a value I cherish.
And I'll be leaving with them.
What just fell out here? Yeah. Water's still in my ears.
One trader travels right. Then leave some space. Go down, and then you're gonna have Virginia Saunders. And then Joshua Saunders plus Joshua Saunders. Nope, put it right next to just like you did Gary and Elizabeth because they're married. So Virginia plus Joshua.
Oh, that's who she's married to. I'm sorry. Virginia.
It's a pleasure. I'm going to remember you.
Plus the Henderson guy.
So then underneath that you have, I'm not sure what Fletcher's wife is. So you have Ronnie Fletcher plus wife.
We're calling the other sister wife.
Plus Ronnie.
Fletcher.
Okay. So now, if you go to the other
They're the
side,
ones that have the 15-year-old daughter.
right, they have Virginia and Joshua's daughter.
Well, you have to add Henderson to Virginia as well.
We don't know how Henderson's related.
He's
Randy,
the
right?
he's the current that's who she lives with, right?
That's the boyfriend to Virginia now. So just put another dash after Joshua because she's still married to Joshua.
Exactly. But the situation was the DNA
Right,
testing for them was to figure out which one of those two was the dad.
right.
There, because she's with both of them.
And then
Right.
the only thing we can assume is that Joshua Saunders the third would be the son of that Joshua Saunders who's in prison.
This is Junior.
Right. So the wife and Fletcher have the daughter, have the Saunders daughter.
Do we know why they have the daughter?
No.
No, but they're fighting for paternity rights.
Yeah. Which, if you remember right, when all this was going on, he said he had gave them a car.
Right.
And then you have now if you go underneath, the ones all involved in this crime are Brandon Henderson, Joshua Saunders the third,
Junior.
while Junior is the husband.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So
So it would be Joshua Saunders the third, Brandon Henderson, Gary, and Elizabeth. Those are the four
Yes.
with the children. And somehow those minors are the victims, but they're related
Yes.
to the family, not necessarily the children of Elizabeth and Gary. So,
can y'all even read my handwriting?
so whose children were they?
Well, Fragrance and Forensic says my assumption is that it all stems back to Virginia's daughter, who's now with Ronnie and wife.
That one or that one?
I was thinking that.
I don't know, but
But
they
the
must have
problem is
DNA on both of them in order to charge them like that.
the problem is that Saunders and Joshua Saunders, the little girl, the 15-year-old girl Saunders and Joshua Saunders the third are brother and sister. Maybe.
Right.
Wait, say that again?
So Joshua Saunders, the one that was arrested in cahoots with this whole thing, is not the husband of Virginia. So we're assuming that it's the son.
Son. Yeah.
So that means that their son, Joshua Saunders, who got arrested, the 23-year-old, is the brother to the 15-year-old
Yeah, it could be a half
or
brother.
half
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
And that's a total assumption, guys. This is not fact.
Right. Right. We're just thinking it out. Right. Yeah. We need to do a genogram.
But it said there were two minor victims.
It's
So who's the other
Joshua,
victim?
baby, son, and brother.
But it did say that there were two minor victims.
Right.
So who's the other one?
Yeah, because this one's in prison.
No, not that one is in prison. The husband's in prison.
Right.
This one's
The
in
father.
That one's in prison.
Yeah.
And she is now living and doing stuff with Brandon Henderson.
And to be clear, the husband that's in prison is a junior, correct?
Correct. That's what it
Yes.
said.
Which
Yes.
was this one.
So now we have to first of all, I just want to put out there that that family knew a whole lot more than what the hell they were saying, right?
Where's
Right. Right.
Lennon?
So who Who could that other minor be? Now, when they interviewed, they said that they walked in there with a child.
So that was the thing. If you think about it, back when they talked about the Dollar General said sometimes they would bring kids in with them, but they always had their hair in their
Yeah,
face.
so I think it was two girls.
So it would be girls.
If I remember
So
correctly, it was two girls.
those
Okay.
girls couldn't have been their children.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Could be.
Speculation.
That's why that girl used to hide herself with her hair. She didn't want to be seen.
And Sam, what were the exact charges for each of them? Because they were all separate. What was Gary Sider's charges as opposed, like when it comes to the SA charges?
I wish I would have printed that off. So all the kids in the basement belong to Elizabeth and Gary.
Yes.
So
And
they
we-
all got the same charges, except the grandfather got one less. So the other three all have the same charges as
Right.
far as the, what they did.
And
The
I'm
kids.
wondering if that's because he didn't get charged with the 18-month-old because he might have had a stroke and not been accountable at that point.
Right.
Let's see if I can pull it up. This thing's so slow. I'm buying a computer, guys. I'm going to start a GF for one.
Buy an HP.
Huh?
Buy an HP.
Agreed. All right, let me think.
Let's see. Let's pull up charges.
Now's a good time. We're back to school sales, and also then Good Friday is a Good Friday. Black Friday is another good time, but don't get
Why are there hot Good Friday sales?
Yeah, no, that's the best time to buy them.
Well,
Yeah, Sam, I'm wondering how
but
she got charged. They have to have DNA from her to put those charges on her like that. I think they got DNA was the only way.
look up here, guys. Speculation. Speculation. No facts.
We're just talking. We're talking it out.
Yeah. I'm looking for his charges.
I think just one of them you can write the charges down because it applies to the other two. Like I said, the grandfather just got one less charge. So, yeah, the other three all the same.
Okay. I think
Yeah, Sarah, I think it's more than that, Sarah, because
Henderson had
you look at the
21
charges.
charges.
Yeah. Yeah.
21. Saunders was on 3 counts of rape.
Okay, so Elizabeth, 33, were both indicted on 4 charges each, stemming from an investigation to sexual conduct with a minor. The victim in the case is not a member of their immediate.
Henderson is the uncle of the 16 children.
Huh?
Henderson is the uncle of the 16 children.
Yes.
I think I did see that.
Yes, that's what I heard.
I was looking on this paper. Henderson. Ta-da-da. Henderson was also part of the larger Siders family, whatever that means. Okay, where'd that go? I'm not seeing that on here. Okay, Fletcher would have been the uncle because he was married to one of the sisters, right? Yeah, Fletcher is the uncle
Yes.
of the 16 rescued children because Fletcher and his wife are the ones that have the 15-year-old. I've already got that up there. Okay.
The offense happened between January and September of 2022.
But when they say not a member of the immediate family, that doesn't mean it's not part of the family.
Right.
No, they said it was part of the family, that it might be like through a cousin kind of familial relationship, but it's not like a direct from
immediate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, sunshine.
Okay, 2 counts each on battery, a 3rd-degree felony. 2 counts each on unlawful sexual conduct with a minor, a 3rd-degree felony. Why is it not showing all of it?
Yeah, I saw last night. I saw a whole list somewhere for all the charges. Sam had them up.
I saw him too, and now I'm only finding like part of them. Well, hold on. If you think about it, they already have the 16 charges. So if you add on 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Well, those are separate, though.
what's separate?
Those are separate charges from the 16 children.
Oh, so 21 new charges?
No, I don't think it's. Well, I don't know. Sam
Henderson
had
has
put it up.
21 charges. Henderson himself has 21 charges.
Yeah, so these are separate from the children that was found.
Brandon Saunders has 3. And Elizabeth and Gary have, was it 4?
That would make 4 if you're not counting, because it's 2 counts each on the battery and 2 each on unlawful.
Right.
So,
So that would be 8 altogether, each one.
no, that would be 4 altogether.
I thought you said 2 counts each.
2 counts and 2 counts equals 4, right?
Yes.
4 and 4 equal 8.
Yes.
So 4 each, right?
Wait a minute. How do you go from 8 to 4?
Because you're talking 2 different people.
No, I'm just talking just one alone. As far as the 4 that were charged in the family, the grandparents and Junior and what's her name, Elizabeth.
Talking about Gary and Elizabeth. They each
Yeah.
got 4 new counts on them. Right?
I thought it was 2 each of each offense.
2 on battery, so that'd be 2. And then 2 on unlawful would make 4.
What happened to the? There's other charges missing then.
So that would be 4 on Gary, 4 on Elizabeth, right?
So Joshua Saunders from what I'm seeing, is the son of Virginia and Joshua.
Which that would be the 15-year-old's brother,
That would be the
right?
nephew of Gary and Elizabeth.
Don't make me have to get my tablet going.
So Ivory, was that the only charges? They each got 4 more charges?
Yeah. Oh, Elizabeth and Gary only got the 4 more charges.
Okay, so 4 apiece, right? Okay,
4 apiece, or 2 under each charge.
4 apiece.
So they're 2 under each charge.
Yeah, so
So
I
they
thought it was
each
8.
got 2. So
Okay.
that means they each got 4 extra charges.
So
Because
they
they would
only
have 2 sexual battery, 2 what was the other one?
It was 2 unlawful and 2 battery.
Okay.
That's how I was adding them, Jamie. 2 and 2 equal 4, and if you take 4 and 4, that equals 8. But you divide the 8 by 2, and they each have 4.
Well, now you explained that right, because you were saying the 8 and then went to 4, so you were confusing me.
I stay confused. Okay, so Gary got 4 new charges each. Okay, I'm back and forth. Anybody in the chat have anything that you think we need to add on there that you're finding? We want you guys involved. But hold on a minute. That it does say in this, it says 2 additional people were charged in connection with Vinton County child abuse case. The public records indicate they are also known to the Siders family.
Nikki just sent it to you, Ivory. Oh, where'd Ivory go? We lost her.
Uh-oh. She was just sending gifts. She'll be back. She might have got a phone call or something. Okay, so I feel like we're missing a sister.
Well, he had 2 sisters, correct?
No. Hold on.
You talking about Junior?
Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Where did I just see that at? I feel like no, they had 4 daughters.
But who are you talking about, though?
Gary Sr. and Christine.
Okay.
So
You
they
didn't.
had
You didn't say that at first. I thought you were talking about Junior.
we got them all up there. Lynn, Mary, Virginia, and then the one we call wife. Does anybody know what Fletcher's wife's name is?
I see it, Nikki. I just saw what you sent me. Thank you. And yeah, they have 4 daughters. I don't remember all of their names. I had them at one time, but
Well, we've got them all but the wife. We got Lynn, Mary, and Virginia, right?
yes, I believe so.
Thank you, Sam. Mandy? It could be Mandy instead of Mary.
It could be because I'm trying to go by memory.
Yeah,
Linda
we
was
had
also
Lynn up.
Lynn. She calls herself Lynn. That's the one on TikTok, right?
Yes.
She goes by Lynn.
Yeah.
But her name is Linda.
Now she goes by Nan or Nano, something like that.
Nan, yeah.
I wish she would come in.
My whole thing is, you mean to tell me that the significant other of Virginia, right, who is Gary's sister, so Gary's brother-in-law, or not brother-in-law technically, but the I don't know, the other guys,
I'm just waiting
they
for a second.
so you mean to tell me that Brandon is Virginia's significant other? You mean to tell me Virginia didn't catch a charge? She didn't know? Gary's sister didn't know all this was going on?
Two of his sisters, including Lynn?
What? Wait, what happened with two of his sisters?
Huh? Oh, I said that's two sisters. So you have Virginia that supposedly didn't know that was with Brandon that got arrested, and then you have Lynn that didn't know when she was at the house.
Right. But
And
I'm
then you
more
have
concerned about
Fletcher that
Virginia because it was her boyfriend that is in the charges with her own brother and sister in law.
which one?
Virginia.
Right. But then you had Lynn at the house that stated she
Right.
didn't know anything. And then you got Fletcher that was giving them a car and giving them food. And so that sister didn't know anything either.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why all of a sudden we need to find out why that daughter was taken away and given to the Fletcher?
Yeah. And the only one that might be a little bit innocent in this is Mary, if that's her name, Mary or Mandy. When somebody verifies all their names, please put it in the chat and let me know.
So I just find it funny that Virginia didn't catch a charge. Could someone do a welfare check on Virginia? She's still good?
Right?
Because how do you not know that your own boyfriend and brother and sister-in-law are out there raping little kids?
Right.
I'm sorry. I mean,
Hold
where
on.
were they doing this? They sure as hell didn't do it in the House of Horrors. So where were they? They had to have been somewhere, doing it somewhere.
So 2022, we're going to put this on.
Between January and September of 2022 was when those charges were happening.
2022, okay. 3 to 4 to 5. Took him
Henderson has a
20
wife
years
with a
to
baby on the
investigate
way.
it.
Hold on. Henderson is married with a baby on the way?
Okay, so it's Mandy instead of Mary, or is that Fletcher's wife, Mandy? Yes, Kim, we can. The new charges were, I just had them pulled up.
So Henderson's got 21 charges. That doesn't necessarily mean there's 21 victims, but it means it was done 21 times. Where the
Right.
hell was this happening?
Right.
Surely not in that house. This is the Sider case. So the new charges on Elizabeth and Gary Siders, which is 2 counts each of
Ronnie and
actual,
Mandy Fletcher. Mandy. Maybe it was Mandy.
okay, actual battery, which is a 3rd-degree felony, and 2 counts each on unlawful actual conduct with a minor, a 3rd-degree felony.
So that's why they went off the charts and got the kids out of school, because they were looking for them to get the DNA, right? There was an investigation already happening.
Well, what I'm reading, it's saying the investigation led to indictments of Joshua Saunders, 23, on 3 counts of rape and 1 count of gross sexual imposition,
Right.
and Brandon Henderson Sr. on 3 counts
21.
of endangering children, 8 counts of gross sexual imposition, 8 counts of sexual battery. Oops, I said the wrong word. And
Ooh,
2
that's not what
counts
I just saw.
and 2 counts of endangering children.
But we know.
Let me make sure I got this right on the sisters. Lynn, Mary, Mandy, and Virginia, right?
You know what? It says here what I'm reading. So it was Saunders and Henderson that prompted the information from them that prompted them to the investigation to Gary Sotis Jr. and Elizabeth.
Right.
So
It was
they
the
said something.
investigation into those two that said something that sent them with the warrant to go get their DNA.
Yeah, but I'm saying Saunders and Henderson gave the information to the police to investigate them. So they said something to the police for them to be investigated.
Yes. So, all right, hold on. I got to think about this for a second.
That's what we're trying to figure out, Kim. And if you guys look at the top of this board, it says speculation
Now,
2022.
do you guys remember the article? There was an article. Give me a second. I got to think about this for a second. There was an article. Remember we were talking about how, wasn't there someone saying that Fletcher's son had child endangerment or whatever charges?
Say that again, Ivory.
You guys don't remember it going around that Fletcher's son had child endangerment charges? And we were like, he's on there giving his interview. Meanwhile, his own son had child endangerment charges.
I thought he had those charges.
It must have been the wrong person. It must have been Virginia's boyfriend.
I thought it was Fletcher that had those charges.
No, I thought it was Fletcher's son that had child endangerment charges.
What's Fletcher's first name?
Ronnie.
Okay.
Even at its conception, the Brotherhood was an exercise in contradiction, weaponizing our God's given power to serve.
Hey.
Hi. We're watching the lightning storm while we listen to you.
Oh, cool.
It's monsoon season, so y'all are gonna have some fun.
Okay, so we got if for anybody coming in, we're going over the Siders case. At the top, we have Gary and Christina, and their kids are Gary Jr., Lynn, Mary, Mandy, and Virginia. So they had 4 daughters, 1 son. Gary Jr. married Elizabeth, and they both just got 4 new charges each. And then you have the sister Virginia, married to Joshua Saunders, whom is in prison for murder, right? Yes. So then she started having an affair with Brandon Henderson, which was just arrested on some charges that has to do with the Siders family. And then you have Mandy, that is married to Ronnie Fletcher, but they have the daughter of Virginia Joshua / Brandon, the 15-year-old. We don't know which one is the dad. And then there's Joshua the third, and I think we verified that that's the son / brother. Linda Siders is actually Lynn, which is Gary Jr.'s sister, which she is here on TikTok, by the way. Ooh, that's cool. Hey, but just know this is all speculation, guys. So if you have any information you want to throw in the chat, throw it in and be a part. Where'd Ivory go? Oh, she must have got booted again. She'll be back. So, oh, no problem, Kim. Okay, so the update, Dreamer, is that Gary and Elizabeth just got 4 new charges for doing actual things to minors, but not their children, and 2 other guys were involved. So they each got uh, 2 second-degree felony counts of endangering children, 10 third-degree felony counts of oh, hold on, looking at the wrong one. I want to look at the new. Oh, somehow I just pulled up all the charges. Hey, I found it. Their new charges are 2 counts each of actual battery, a third-degree felony, and 2 counts each of unlawful actual conduct with a minor, which is a third-degree felony. Not their children, no. We don't know whose children. Bet it was the Dollar General people that turned it in. They both are. Which 15-year-old, Cheryl? We haven't found any verification of that. We heard a rumor of it. I wouldn't think that she would, since Mandy and Fletcher have that 15-year-old. But I mean, it's possible. But we can't say that. So you said in 2018, because she's still right now still married to Joshua Saunders. Okay, Sam. Yeah. I don't think either one of them's ever getting out. Who's Dave? Hey.
Wasn't that the next door neighbor?
Who?
Dave.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I meant to type same, but it came up Dave. Dave's not here, man.
I love it. So I wish we could find the Dollar General girl. Dave's not here. I know Steven is, though.
Steven is definitely here, but you haven't seen Cheech and Chong when he goes, Dave's not here, man.
So I want to know how Virginia would be married to Brandon Henderson.
21.
Back.
He's got 21 charges.
She's not married to Brandon. She's married to Joshua. She's
Right.
just dating Brandon now that Joshua's in prison.
Right. Somebody just said that the court records were showing, and I'm like, I don't see how that can be because she's still married. I can't remember who put that in there. Oh, Nikki put in the same 2018 family obituary identifies Virginia Saunders married to Brandon Henderson.
Yeah, I'm reading it now. It's Virginia.
It was just an obituary, so they probably just said they were. Okay, hey, sleep well.
Night, hey.
Night, night. We're in a deep case here, Alicia.
So they're saying Joshua D. Saunders, who married Virginia Siders, is not the same Joshua Saunders now charged in the case.
Right, because the younger one is only 23.
Happy
So
birthday.
Virginia and Joshua D. Saunders are still legally married,
Yeah.
but then later she had a relationship with Brandon Henderson, so she would never married him. The other ones are still legally married.
Excuse me. Okay, so he's 23 years old, and if that's his sister, she's 15.
Nick, was that Dollar General girl? Was that the one who originally reported it in the first place, or was that just the one? Because I had a couple. Is that the one who made the original report back in December?
Don't stress out, Kim. This is supposed to be relaxing.
Says who?
I'm joking with Kim. She said I'm stressed out. Okay, so
Get back here.
can somebody go find? It is very upsetting. Can somebody go find Ariel, the Dollar General girl, and invite her in?
So Virginia and Gary Jr.'s sister is now legal guardians of Virginia Saunders' 15-year-old daughter. Fletcher is suing for parental rights over the 15-year-old's care.
Yes. I don't know if they. I don't know if she has a gag order or not. That's a good.
There's not a gag order on these charges, just on the 16 kids.
Okay. Whose birthday is it? Alicia, happy birthday.
So you mean to tell me Mama Siders didn't know?
Right.
Yeah. I think I know what they're saying. So they're saying Henderson is the uncle of 16 children, either by parentage, I can't say that right, parentage, and they're of their cousin or officially, but through the connection of Virginia.
Right, and they're not sure because they don't know who is the father of her child.
Right. So they're saying the relationship between 23-year-old Joshua Saunders and the Siders family was not immediately be able to be confirmed.
Because whose child is he? Is that Joshua's kid, or do we even know, or who knows? I feel like the odds that there's two Joshua Siders in that same little group that aren't related is highly unlikely because, well, let's be real, everybody and their mother is related to these people.
Right?
Very much messier than what we originally thought.
Oops. Ronnie Fletcher said he was getting unalive threats after the Siders family arrests.
Let's see.
Well, I believe it because we know this internet is unhinged.
Ivory, did you figure out if it was which Fletcher it was that had child endangerment?
No.
I'm still trying to find it. I haven't found it yet.
Okay. Oh, I want to write that down.
It says Josh is the grandson of Christina and Gary.
Yeah, but
And
is that ChatGPT?
now there's a link to it. Hold on.
So you're right,
Well, it's just because the name and the age sound about right. You know?
right? But do we know that Joshua definitely belongs to Joshua?
No, I don't think anybody knows who belongs to who in that order.
I just thought about that. I'm like, okay, we know now it would be one of the girls' kids.
Okay, I found it says 64-year-old Ronald Fletcher was arrested and charged with vulnerable adult abuse. So he's 64. So that's got to be the father, right?
Uh, no, he's not in his 60s. It'd be Ronnie Fletcher.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they got the same name. That's got to be the father, right? He's 64 years old, so it's Ronnie Fletcher.
Yeah.
Let me see something. Let me see.
Uh, yeah, that's what we've been reading. Yeah, it would be Gary Jr.'s nephew, so that could possibly be Virginia's son, which would also make the 15-year-old his sister. Let me see. We're all Googling, guys. um, oh, I'm going to read some of the comments while they're looking, guys, because I went over to the Book of Faces where this article was posted. One girl wrote in there, which makes a lot of sense. She says, "It's not a member of their immediate family. I thought no one had contact with these people for years, but all of a sudden there's some random person out there that had contact with them." Yeah, okay. Um,
Read what I posted.
uh, where? Sam, where?
On my picture, it says Joshua Saunders, who married Virginia Siders, is not the same Joshua Saunders now charged in the case.
Oh, yeah, we were reading that. That's why we were trying to figure out who was who. You sound like you still don't feel good. Night, baby D.
So yeah, I see what you sent, Nikki, and that's pretty much the same thing we're saying. The only thing we did was Ed and Ronnie, but we know Ronnie is family, and we know Ronnie is um trying to get custody of Virginia Saunders' daughter, or has custody, and we know that Henderson is related through Virginia, just because that was reported on the paperwork. So yeah, we just got to find out who the children were. And what I want to know is, where the hell did this all go down? I mean, you just left all those 16 kids with grandma and grandpa?
Right?
And again, I think we're assuming that they're females. That's I don't know. This is wild.
Something also ends.
And again, they're saying minors, but they're not specifying how many.
Right.
Nor are they specifying the gender of the minors. It could just as easily have been boys, right?
Listen to this, Ivory. I think you were Googling something, but I went over to the Book of Faces underneath the uh, article that we listened to. And this lady, she couldn't have said it better. Let me find again. It says, it's not a member of their immediate family, question mark. I thought no one had contact with these people for years, but all of a sudden, there's some random person out there that had contact with them. Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. All these people seem to have contact.
Right.
Harry Potter, we're hearing that too, but we don't have any verification of
Yeah.
that
I
at
don't know where
all.
we're hearing one was pregnant. That's a wild accusation that we can't even. I have searched now for the last hour, and I did some searching earlier, and I have not seen that anywhere other than TikTok videos.
Don't believe anything until there's factual evidence to back it up.
Yeah,
You can
Sam.
just speculate,
We
but
can't even verify that the minors are female. Yeah, it is sad.
That's true. Well, hold on a minute. Did that say? Hmm. Yeah, because it doesn't say whether or not that 15-year-old is male or female.
Which one?
Virginia and
It's a daughter.
Joshua or Brandon.
That's a daughter. Oh no. Yeah, that's a daughter. The one Fletcher's trying to take is a daughter.
How do we know that? Did you find it?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, it was in one of the papers that he was trying to get custody of the daughter.
Okay, because I saw where he's trying to get custody, but it just says 15-year-old in their care.
No, it said Virginia's daughter in the other article.
Oh, yeah, it does. I see it. 15-year-old daughter. It is a girl. Sorry. It's in that same article that I printed off.
Hold on.
I don't think
Why nothing about this arrest?
which child has not been identified. Simply me. I want to know what movie somebody's watching.
I'm laughing what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a woman was accused unaliving two ex-husbands on the same day. Oh, Lordy.
Wait, what?
A woman was accused of killing two ex-husbands on the same day. And they were asking her questions and she said, which one? Oh my God.
Simply, are you talking about the 15-year-old girl?
Nikki Faith Siders and Bailey Siders, they were the conjoined twins, right? That passed.
Yes. Yes, they were.
And there was a death certificate for them.
Yeah. So simply, if you look, Virginia used to be a Siders, but she married Joshua Saunders, which is in prison for life for murder.
Who did he murder?
I don't know. I hadn't got that far.
You know what sucks when these cases come out is because you can't look up for information like personally and Google these people because there's nothing but 1.5 billion articles you got to go through to get to that personal information to be able to find them.
No, I think I saw that one with the murder charge. That's not the same person.
But simply, we don't know if the daughter belongs to Joshua or Brandon, but Mandy and Fletcher have the 15-year-old, and Fletcher is suing for paternity rights to her.
Mandy and Ronnie, yeah.
Okay, Sam.
That looks so much like Gary Jr. That's Josh.
Wait a minute.
That's wild.
So it's not Christina that has Virginia's daughter.
So
it's Ronnie
Christina
Fletcher.
and Gary had Gary Jr., Lynn, Mary, Mandy, and Virginia. But Virginia married Joshua Saunders.
Yep.
Which is in prison for murder.
Yep. I know all that.
It's Ronnie and Mandy who are trying to fight for custody or have custody of the daughter.
Wait, I thought Christina was another daughter. Mary.
Mandy.
Wait. The sisters you're talking about? Gary Jr.'s sisters?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not their names, though.
Well, Lynn, Mandy, Virginia.
Virginia is the one sister.
And Mandy is Amanda, but she goes by Mandy.
And then you have
Christina.
That's the other one's name is Christina.
Yeah, it's that.
Then you have Linda, who goes by Nan.
Yeah, and Linda. Yeah. So Linda, I have the tree written down. We did it this morning. So Linda, Virginia, Amanda, and Christina are the siblings.
Yes.
Right. We knew we had Mary wrong.
It was
Mandy.
Mandy.
Then Christina is the one I thought that has legal guardianship.
Right.
No.
So is Christina Ronnie's wife? Or is it Mandy that's Ronnie's wife?
I thought Christina is. Christina and Ronnie, I thought. Ronnie's the one that did the interview, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. It's Christina and Ronnie.
Thank you. We thought it was Amanda.
Okay. So they're the ones.
Where'd the name Mandy come from?
Amanda is one of the daughters.
Oh, so they're calling her Mandy. Sure. Okay, I'll wake up.
It's a lot to process. It took me we did it this morning, what you guys are doing right now, and it like took my mind probably 20 minutes just to like even think of how to start writing this down. I was like, what?
Right.
Yeah, Linda. Lynn is Linda.
Linda is Nat. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have Gary Jr., Lynn, Christina, Mandy, and Virginia. And Christina and Ronnie Fletcher have the daughter, the 15-year-old of Virginia, but not sure if Joshua or Brandon is the father.
No, there's no the father, the 15-year-old's father is unknown. The biological
It's
father is
either
unknown.
Joshua or Brandon.
Yeah, those are the two that took the DNA test to determine which one of them was the father.
But if she was born 15 years ago, how would Joshua Sr. be the father? He was in prison since 2009.
Well, here, let me read the.
Well, that's true. Then that tells you the other one is then.
Well, hold on, and that's possible because she's still married to him, but it shows in the court papers that or not Fletcher, yeah, Fletcher is suing for paternity rights to her, but it shows in the court papers that he's suing for paternity rights, but it states in there that, hold on, I have it right here. It says defendant Brandon Henderson or Joshua David Saunders Jr. is the natural father of minor child.
That's so weird, though, because 2009 is when he was sentenced, right? Do I have the same information? And I got it confirmed. It is Mandy who is with Ronnie. Sorry, I was wrong.
Okay, so
Case snaps.
I know it never happens, but I always say when I am. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I thought that was right, Amanda. So it's Mandy.
I got misinformation today, but someone just messaged me, and I believe literally anything they say. So
now, yeah, Mandy and Ronnie have the 15-year-old of Virginia. How could they be trying to figure out if Josh Saunders is the father?
Maybe she was getting
So
Keep her eyes on me.
does Chillicothe allow them conjugal visits?
Didn't Ivory Rose get them? Or not Ivory Rose, but Gypsy.
No.
she was never married.
No, could you imagine?
She married Ryan. Did she not marry him in prison?
Oh, did she?
Yeah, but that you can't. They don't have conjugal visits there.
Oh, I thought they waited till they got over. Okay, I don't know much about the later.
If she's married to Joshua Saunders, who's in his 30s, right? 40s?
No, Joshua Saunders can't be in his 30s.
He's 40.
He's in his 40s. So is the Joshua Saunders that was charged the son?
Yes, he's 23.
But he's not Virginia's son. It's just Joshua's son.
Yes,
He is Virginia's.
Virginia and Joshua had Joshua.
Okay, so it's both of their son.
So yeah, so Joshua is Gary Jr.'s nephew.
Right. So that would make the 15-year-old girl his sister or half sister.
And it was
Correct.
2009.
That he went away?
Yes.
Yeah, so that doesn't even make sense math-wise.
So that means the other person has to be the father.
Wait, hold on.
No.
Well, no, it would be right on the verge.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it depend on what time of that year he actually went?
What was the date of birth for the 15-year-old? And I'm only asking because if she had gotten pregnant at the end of 2009, gave birth in 2010, and that child is about to be 16.
True. He could be 16 this year.
It could have been right on the verge, which is probably why they're wondering whose it is.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Thank you for the follows, guys. And remember, this is all speculation, guys. We're just trying to put it together.
You know what? We looked up earlier were the charges and what they meant in Ohio.
Yeah.
That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, we did the same thing.
Yeah, because why do they call it gross? I mean, it is gross, but
I think it depends on the age of the child. I think it goes by that. Because one's I don't know if I can say it on here, but and then one's like just touching.
Yeah, one is penetration, one is not, and then it's usually it falls. And again, I don't know about Ohio, but it's like under the age of 12 or under the age of 10.
I think it's 13 in Ohio. Yeah.
did you also notice that when this all happened, nobody knew about the cider kids, and now people are just coming out going, oh, apparently somebody knew about them. That tells me Virginia knew about them.
Well, my
Lynn knew
question
about them.
is why
knew about them.
why are Mandy and Ronnie trying to get custody of Virginia's child, and why doesn't Virginia have a charge if her boyfriend or significant other is out there with her son and her brother and her sister-in-law all out there doing this to little kids? Why does she not have a charge, and why do they have her child? So that's the question that's the next question to figure out, is why does Virginia not have her child? Because she doesn't seem to be charged in this.
Right. And Christina didn't get any. Did Christina get any extra charges on her today or yesterday?
No, neither the senior or Christina did. What do you guys think of Elizabeth?
Yes, they did. There's a list with all four of them were charged with extra charges.
No, not the two
grandpa,
oldest. There was
got one less charge than the rest of them. Don't you have that list, Stacy?
There was Brandon and Josh that got charged, and then Elizabeth and Gary with the X charges, but not the older ones.
Yeah, the older Siders are not involved in that SA case. They're two separate cases.
I'm telling you, I saw it somewhere. Let me see if I can bring it up. I saw it last night. Hold on.
No, there's only 4 people charged in that SA case, and that's Henderson, Saunders, Gary, and Elizabeth.
Right.
So what do you think about Elizabeth?
I'm mind blown.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
And then it makes you wonder, was that her kids that she had in the Dollar General? And what did the Dollar General people see to make them turn it in?
Yeah, but even they turned it in and they didn't do shit about it. I mean, like the only reason they found these kids was because investigation 1 happened.
Right. So my whole thing is so now we heard that they
You're
found
in
the
your armpit,
situation.
Ivory. There you are.
Is it better?
Yeah.
So we know that this original SA thing happened in between January and September of 2022, right? When did the Dollar General employee report it? And did that have anything to do with the Dollar General investigations or interviews that they were doing after the fact? Like, we don't know if the Dollar General employee didn't report an SA thing before.
Well, the investigation didn't even start until December of 2025. So
Right,
that's
and
the
that was
earliest
originally
that someone would have
started-
said something.
Right, and that originally started between Brandon and Saunders, right?
Right. And so from what I heard, Virginia's 15-year-old daughter was pregnant, and then they were trying to figure out who the father was. She finally came forward and said who the father was. That's why they were going to Gary Jr.'s house to try to get his DNA, and found the 16 children.
Okay, Snaps, have you verified that anywhere?
Wait, say that one more
Yeah,
time.
I
I'm sure
have
you
it. I
have.
have the police. Literally, the police did a press conferences. Investigation one. Here, I'll read it to you.
Not being rude, I was just because if you have,
No, yeah, no, 100%, 100%. So, hold on. I got sent it twice. Benton County. Okay, so investigation one in December of 2025. This is literally on Ohio Attorney General Andy Wilson's page. I can send it to you. Benton County Grand Jury issues indictments on sexual child X abuse endangering cases. Investigation one in December of 2025 at the request of the Vinton County Sheriff Office, BCI, and Special Victims Unit opened an investigation into allegations of sexual abuse involving 2 children. This investigation resulted in 2 indictments against the South Bloomingville men, Josh Saunders and Brandon Henderson. The 2 men were arrested today without incident. That was the 21st. They were just arrested. Investigation 2. The information obtained in the first investigation prompted BCI in March of 2026 to open a second investigation, this one involving allegations of unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. On June 30th, authorities executed a search warrant at 182 Omer Street, a residence in Hamden. This investigation led to the indictments of Gary Siders Jr., 636, and his wife Elizabeth Siders, 33. Gary Siders Jr. was indicted on 4 charges. 2 of the charges. Elizabeth Siders was also indicted on 4 charges. The indictments allege that between January and September of 2022, the defendants engaged in sexual conduct with a minor more than 10 years younger than their own age. The victim is not a member of their immediate family. Investigation 3. Information obtained in the first investigation prompted BCI in March of 2026 to open a second investigation. Oh, wait, hold on. That was the second. Third. When law enforcement executed the search warrant at the Omer Street residence, authorities discovered 16 children living in the house in unsafe conditions. The indictments allege that the children suffered severe physical harm, and then it goes into what they got.
They went there originally. The search warrant was for his DNA.
Correct.
So
But the reason why they wanted his DNA is, and this is alleged, but that the 15-year-old was pregnant or had a baby. One of the minors had a baby. I can't say that it's Virginia's for sure, but one of the victims had a baby and is alleging, I think, that one of them is the father. So that's why they went to get Gary Jr.'s DNA.
So I wonder where Elizabeth was involved in it.
Well, from September, she lost her twins in November of 2022, remember?
Yeah.
The previous house that they lived in was also in Hamden before they moved in with the Gary Sr.,
Right.
Christina,
Yeah.
on North Main. So I don't know. Also, was there something about them living in Wisconsin at some point?
yeah,
Yes.
With Virginia. Virginia lives in Wisconsin, though. So I was like, is that when it happened?
was it Virginia that lives in Wisconsin, or is that Linda that lives in Wisconsin?
From what I heard, it was Virginia that lives in Wisconsin. So I don't know. I haven't tracked that information, but
Yeah, but remember when we tracked that address and the owner said there hadn't been a house on that property in years? The address that they had
it
given.
was like a field, right? In
Yeah.
Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I do remember that.
See, my question is to where the hell is Virginia?
I don't know. I mean, Josh, they couldn't have indicted Josh and Brandon in Ohio if this didn't happen in Ohio. So they have to all live in Ohio.
Right. And they do. They live in Bloomingville, right?
Oh, yeah, Bloomingville, yes. South
So,
Bloomingville.
so now my question is, how the hell is Virginia not involved in this?
Hold on. It says the public records link Joshua Saunders, 23, to the household at 108 Ingle Drive, MacArthur, Ohio. Connection to the property is listed under the name of Virginia Saunders, who is Joshua's mother. Co-resident Brandon Henderson, Virginia's partner, said, hold on.
So they were all doing this together. How the hell was Virginia not involved?
I don't know. They said the investigation's still open, so I'm assuming more charges are pending, or
Yeah.
maybe possibly are.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's a. I feel like we're in the Bartholomews again.
So I feel like they were all out because they didn't take those kids back to their house. Where the hell were these people going and doing this with these kids? And then you mean to tell me you left 16 kids home and she's out there gallivanting while she's pregnant?
Wow.
That's just a lot of mess happening at once.
And here, this whole time, we thought that Elizabeth was a victim.
K-Snaps, do you remember when this originally came out and we saw the interview with Ronnie Fletcher? There was, and I don't remember who it was, there was something put out about Ronnie's son having child endangerment charges. Do you remember that?
I believe I did hear that in passing. I want to
wonder
say
if somebody got it wrong and it wasn't him.
Well, I was looking up both their names and I can't find anything as far as the rest.
I feel like I remember seeing like an article or something.
No, I remember what you
Yeah.
said. I remember it, yeah.
She, are your hands blue? Oh my gosh. What did you do?
Well, I'm a hairdresser of 36 years, and I was doing a lady's hair today, and we were doing blue underneath and then blue black on top. And I wanted that blue to stay, and so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna throw some 20 volume developer in there and we'll just make it permanent, or 10 volume. Thank you. I needed that.
Matches your nails.
And so, yeah, no, they were really pretty pink. And so,
Oh.
anyway, yeah. So, at some point tonight, I got to soak them in bleach water because I have my great grandbaby's baby shower tomorrow. That's a
Was
boy.
it a boy?
Yeah.
I would just leave the hands and make them think you did it on purpose.
Blue. You show up with them blue.
Literally. Just
Leo
bleach
and
your whole skin blue. Tell them it was on
usually
purpose.
when I rinse those colors out, they just, you rinse them in cold water and it doesn't stain your hands because you have shampoo. Well, I forgot that I put 10 volume developer in there to make it permanent. So that's what happened.
So yeah, Nikki, Gary Sider Sr. is out on GPS monitoring because he was ill and in the hospital. Was he still in the hospital?
No. I think he's out.
He might be in a nursing facility.
He probably is housed in one, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I thought, and I need to go look, because wasn't there paperwork filled out for him to be able to go stay with Lynn?
I don't know about staying with Lynn, but I know that he did get granted no bail. Technically.
Right.
Hold on. I'm gonna get this paperwork.
I'm mind blown as to number one. Someone needs to find Virginia. Someone needs to go find that chick. I need to know where she is because I feel like there is going to be more charge. There's no way that woman didn't know that her boyfriend, her son, her brother, and her sister-in-law were all out there playing with kids.
Right.
Well,
She
and
had to know
also, like,
something.
who's the other victim? You know, like, there's two victims. I
Yeah.
just don't. And
See,
they say
but
not
if we're
immediate family.
assuming it's Virginia's daughter as one of them, but I'm gonna say no because then I feel like she would be on charges too.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like
Unless
I
those
said,
are
that was
soon to
just
come. Yeah.
what someone said, and I was like,
Unless there's more charges coming on people. I don't know.
I don't know, but somebody threw a tomato at me because of my.
So what are Elizabeth's charges?
so Junior and Elizabeth both have 2 counts of actual battery, of felony in the 3rd degree, and 2 counts of unlawful actual conduct with a minor, a felony in the 3rd degree.
She was out there pregnant with twins, playing with kids.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it alleges.
I think they all knew about everything, even about those kids and everything. They just didn't want to get caught up in any charges either, so they acted like they didn't know what was going on in that house.
I feel like every single one of them knew. You can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
Well, they do say it's one person, so it is victim. They say the victim.
Oh, see, I saw the victims and both were minors with an
Well,
S.
for Brandon and Josh, I think it was, but for Gary and Elizabeth, the indictments allege that between January and September 2022, the defendants engaged in actual conduct with a minor more than 10 years younger than their own age. The victim is not a member of their immediate family, but with theirs.
But don't they have 2 counts?
So yes, but it was and with Josh and Brandon, it says something different. It says open an investigation into allegations of actual abuse involving 2 children. This investigation resulted in indictments against the South Bloomingville men. So in theirs, they say 2, and Josh Junior and Christine, Junior and Elizabeth's, they just say victim.
So
I
they
mean,
can't even.
they're saying immediate family, so I'm wondering if it's a cousin or somebody else. It's not
Well, they
immediate.
specified in the thing that it was interfamily, so that means there was a relation, just not immediate.
Right.
I think that's
Yeah.
where they're trying. I think that's where people are maybe assuming that Victoria's daughter, because it is interfamily. You know, that is
Right.
that is interfamily there.
Whose daughter?
Virginia's 15-year-old daughter, and I would think that she would be pregnant because you can't prove DNA from 2022. So there's got to be a child to get DNA from Gary Jr.
Yes, that
Right?
Virginia is
Why?
his sister.
You know, why else do you need his DNA?
Then where's the baby?
But I'm wondering why this Dollar General person knew something that was going on. They had to know them somehow personally.
Well, not necessarily. Remember, they lived right directly across the street from the convenience store.
Are we sure that I don't mean to interrupt. I'm stuck on a brain. Are we sure that the paternity test that they're fighting is for Virginia's daughter and not for the result of said thing?
What it says. Hold on, let me reread it again.
Well, that's true. Yeah, could be.
It says the plaintiff was awarded custody of said minor child pursuant to an order in the Common Pleas Court of Benton County, Ohio, Juvenile Division, case filed November 7th, 2025. Virginia Lee Siders is the legal and natural mother of the above child. Said child was conceived as a result of an act or acts of a sexual intercourse between Virginia Lee Siders and defendants Brandon Henderson and or Joshua David Saunders Jr. The mother, Virginia Lee Siders, is currently married to defendant Joshua Lee Saunders Jr. Plaintiffs are currently residents of the state of Ohio. Defendants Brandon Henderson or Joshua David Saunders Jr. is the natural father of the minor child. Oh.
So it's Virginia's child.
Yeah.
Which would be the 15-year-old. But how long have they had this child, and why are they just now wanting full rights to her?
Well, I'm curious as to I know this sounds horrible, but why do they care who the father is? She's 15.
Maybe something happened with her, and that's why they're trying to take her away.
What, oh my God, I just lost my train of thought. What? I'm not gonna get it back. Shit.
And in the state of Ohio, can a minor have custody of a minor?
Like if a 15-year-old gets
Right.
pregnant and has a baby?
Yeah.
Well, actually, she would have been 12 if you think about, like how long ago it was. 2022?
Right.
Or 11.
So it can't be her who's pregnant. And it might not even be her who's a victim.
Yeah, it's totally.
They might be
It's got to
fighting
be
for
interfamily
custody.
somehow. So, but there's also a lot of children just wandering around this family. So who knows whose children it is?
Well, I'm just going to put this out there, and I don't know. Did you say it would be 2 years ago?
3.
So 2022, January to September of 2022 is when this happened. So
Okay, that wouldn't be.
4 years ago.
No.
Yeah, because 11 would be very young to have a baby.
Well, if it's inter-family, who else has children? Right? We know Virginia's kids are covered because we got the 15-year-old and Joshua. Henderson doesn't have children with Virginia.
Right.
We know Gary and Elizabeth's kids, right? It's not them. So if it's inter-family, we know Linda doesn't have kids. Or her kids are sons, but they're grown. Who the hell else has a minor child?
Well,
It could be farther down the line than just them. Some cousin something.
Yeah, but they couldn't have any more cousins if we're covering all the aunts and uncles.
Right. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Ivory. Like
Well,
there's
there
no
could be-
on that side. There's no, and then she had
So
no.
it's just Christina and who's the other daughter I'm missing? There's Christina.
Amanda and Linda.
No, it's not Amanda. It's not Linda. Linda's got no kids.
And Virginia. That's it.
okay.
So it's got to be Christina's kids.
Well, no, it could be whoever they're married to, their family member or something. And they're just saying it's like interfamily. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hold on. What if what if Virginia had about a 12 or 13-year-old? Who's Beverly Chapman?
Well, that's a question. You tell me, who's Beverly Chapman?
Yeah. Who's Beverly Chapman? Tell us.
Well, Beverly Chapman would be Mama, which would be
Who's
Grandma.
Mama?
So,
From her side, you mean?
so
Elizabeth?
let's just say,
Wait,
what if Virginia had another child after that 15-year-old?
Wait a minute, what was that other name you brought up? What was the purpose of that name?
Because that's apparently the grandma.
What do you mean? Elizabeth's mother?
No, hold on.
what about Joey's kids?
Couldn't it be
Wasn't there an
Joshua's
issue with
daughters?
Yes, there was an issue with Joey's kids. He doesn't have his kids.
where are his kids? With the
Yeah, but he just got out of prison, so I don't think he'd be out in 2022, right? Like he
and
didn't
his
even like.
kids? Well, not him necessarily. His kids. How old are his kids? Because they originally thought that his one son was Elizabeth's.
Well, now, how long was he in prison for?
I think like 9 years or something stupid. But she didn't. They didn't have any. I mean, unless they lied, they didn't have any contact.
Well, he didn't. But what about his kids?
I don't think anyone had any real contact. Like Linda would.
The kids? Yeah.
Linda would communicate with the mom, Elizabeth's mom.
Unless the kids belong to Henderson, and he's got other kids, and
Yeah,
that's
that's what
how
I
it's
was thinking.
interfamily.
Yeah.
And then his kids aren't Virginia's per se,
Right.
and he's got kids with another woman. Because we're running out of family members.
Anyway, doesn't Elizabeth has another brother, right? She has two brothers, right?
She does, but Jeremy's kids are older, I thought, right?
I don't know.
I'm not sure how old his kids are. They are older, I believe.
Did Virginia and wonder if she had another kid.
Yeah, but okay, so if she had another kid, then it's definitely Brandon's, right? Because if Brandon is possibly the father of the 15-year-old,
Right.
wouldn't they have another kid 3 years later or 2 years later and
Yeah.
that be his kid?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have to be Brandon's kid.
But could
But still, it
Joshua?
doesn't make sense with all of these allegations made why Virginia wouldn't be held responsible and charged as well as the
Right.
mother.
Right.
Or Brandon.
Because at the very least, she would have known it was happening, right?
I mean, you would think, but look at what's that Madeline Soto's fucking mom? Like, she runs free, and she let the.
She knew. I know she knew
started
some
on
stuff.
that one.
Yeah, she should have been arrested that one. She knew.
She like let her go upstairs and sleep with him. It was like weird as hell. Like how she didn't get a charge, I don't understand.
Right. You don't, with a grown man, you don't send your child to go sleep in bed with a grown man. Ugh, that woman.
So could it?
I don't know. My brain is fried. I'm going to have to go through this deep dive tomorrow. I'm going to have to start fresh.
Yeah, it's too late to be doing. I'm just trying to think what I could think, but yeah, I need a fresh brain to go digging.
Okay, well, let's just say that we were to come across Virginia Saunders' Facebook, right?
Oh boy.
And let's just say that there's a picture on there on January 24th, 2014 of about a 1-year-old, maybe close to 2. And there's only one comment on it, which looks like it might be a grandmother. So if that was in 2014 and that's hers, that would mean she would have about a 12 or a 13-year-old too. Just hypothetically. Unless Joshua had a kid and it's possibly a grandkid.
Joshua's 23. If he had a 12-year-old,
Yeah, no way.
I mean, this family, I wouldn't put it past them that would have him at
Right.
13 and stuff, but
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
yeah.
So, whose kid is it?
We got to look into Christina's kids. Christina's the only one's kids we can't account for if she has any. Because again, I know Linda's kids are boys and they're grown.
Right.
Because I've seen them in her videos. And we know Virginia's kids. We know, well, what about Amanda's kids? Maybe that's why they're taking Virginia's kids away.
Mm.
There's got to be something on why they have that kid.
Yeah, I'm just curious of what the reason could be. I don't know.
And why they care now who the father is. Like, I know that sounds stupid, but
No, it's
like,
true. You're
does
right.
it matter?
Wait, that's the question I was going to ask earlier. When did that come about, right? When you were reading that, she said, what date was that from? Like, when were they looking for that information?
Which information? I'm sorry.
About who the
About
dad
paternity,
is.
the paternity for the kid.
Oh, so this, if you just type in on the web and put who is Brandon Henderson? Hold on, let me flip this.
Tell you when that went down?
Mm-mm.
There's no date at the top of the article. No.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I could pull it back up and look, but just type in who is Brandon Henderson and the whole article. Whoops, I'm mirrored again. The whole article comes up. And I should have, because it only has parts of the court on two different pages.
Yeah, I wonder if that had something to do that sparked the. I don't know. It's just weird that it all.
Well, so I'm thinking maybe they're taking that child away because maybe something was happening with her.
Let me look and see if there's a date on it.
Well, and also that's two victims, so Brandon and Joshua had, or yeah, is that Joshua? Yeah, Josh Sanders.
And I want to
Had
know
two victims.
who he unalived.
True. I know we should look up his the backstory on why he's in behind bars.
Yes. Let me see real quick. I'll see if it had a date on it. So this all came out a day ago. is when that was put out.
Wait, the paternity?
No, the article.
Oh.
And where that article is where they, like when you're going, you see how you're,
Yeah, it might have came out a day ago, but is there like a date at the top of the article of when it was wrote?
that's what I'm looking for.
They usually put that at the top. That's weird.
So when you're going through the article, then it's like they just put part of that in there, but no date.
Hmm.
Let me see something. See, I had to work all day, so I just got to start digging like at 9:30.
I woke up and we talked about Lindsay, and then people brought that up in my life this morning, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, let's dig in. And then I was like, holy shit.
Who is Autumn?
Autumn from where?
Or have commented on her post. Is that a family member?
Are you saying that Autumn commented on whose posts?
I'm sure that there's some FB groups. There's got to be some juicy information in there.
Are you talking about Autumn with Gypsy Rose there, Amy?
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah, she earlier said, what do you think about Gypsy Rose?
Yeah, she did. She did.
So you said there's probably some juicy stuff on FB.
I mean, I just think that people, they just share so much information on there. I would think that's
They do, but
usually where.
sometimes it's hard to believe some of the information on FB.
Well, I usually vet what they are usually saying on there.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I looked there before.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing more than we know already.
Oh no, I see
Yeah.
stuff on there too. It's just you got to investigate because not
Yeah.
everything is.
Here's one thing. Benton County posted this, and it's in like a group. It's an anonymous person. Remember, I'm just reading this. This is from an anonymous person. It says, trying to keep this straight in my head. So this Brandon guy that was charged in the case was in a relationship with one of Gary Jr.'s sisters, Jenny.
Jenny.
Virginia, yeah.
Okay.
Jenny.
Yeah. He says he has 21 counts of SA. This sister is still married to someone who is in jail for murder, right?
Right.
The other guy, Josh Saunders, who is charged with SA crimes, is her son.
Right.
She was married at 15. See any pattern? Question mark.
True, I saw that.
She has a 15-year-old daughter that is being raised by another sister, Mandy, and they are trying to get permanent custody. Do we need to worry about all the Siders' children?
We need to worry about where the hell Ginny is.
Right.
We find Ginny, we got a lot of answered questions.
I
So
know.
we
All
need to
these
find
names, I
Virginia.
can't keep up with them.
We need to find Virginia and where she is today. So guys, everyone's homework tonight is go look for social media. We got to find out where Virginia Saunders is.
Okay, and then I'm going to read
I've
another
seen her
one
somewhere.
that, hold on. Now remember, guys, this is all alleged. I'm just reading this. And this one says Sider's parents indicated on child X abuse charges as grand jury returns dozen of counts to case involving 16 children. Before I get into the new information from law enforcement, I need to share some information that I received early in the investigation. At the time, although I believe what the source was telling me, no one was willing to confirm the information. The information released today tracks with what was shared with me back in early July. A source reached out and told me that Gary Jr. had impregnated minor relative in years past, and it wasn't until months ago that the minor was convinced to come forward. That is what allegedly broke this entire situation wide open. I do know the minor's relationship to Gary Jr., but will not share it to protect her identity. Now, for the official update, the investigation surrounding the Siders family in Benton County, Ohio, has expanded significantly. A grand jury has now indicted Gary Siders Jr., 36, and his wife Elizabeth Siders, 33, on child X abuse charges in addition to the child endangerment charges connected to the 16 children removed from their Handham home. So,
That makes sense.
I freaking couldn't hear what my son was asking me a question, so I didn't hear what you said. Can you give me a gist of what you just said?
of what
Just
I just read? Or Ivory?
Yeah.
Basically, this person had gotten in for, I'll just read it one more time. Allegedly, guys. I'm going to read it a little faster this time. Before I get into the new information from law enforcement, I need to share some information that I received early in the investigation. At the time, although I believe what the source was telling me, no one was willing to confirm the information. The information released today tracks with what what was shared with me back in early July. A source reached out to me and told me that Gary Jr. had impregnated minor relative in years past, and it wasn't until months ago that the minor was convinced to come forward that it's what allegedly broke this entire situation wide open. I do know the minor's relationship to Gary Jr., but I will not share it to protect her identity. Now for the official update, and then it goes on to what their charges are now.
So if that minor was a relative that he claimed that he impregnated, like Ivy said, who else has kids besides
well, we got to figure out where Virginia is,
Ivory's
and
stuck on Virginia?
because I'm telling you, why is she not charged if it's her kid?
Yeah, no,
And
I
if it's
get it.
not her kid, then we got to figure out if Christina's got young kids, because it's got to be a young kid, right?
Right.
Or
Well, it can't be a young kid though because they were impregnated.
Right, but I mean young as far as like teenager wise, not
Oh
like adult.
yeah. There's definitely going to be an age range there that we gotta narrow down.
Tiffany Saunders on Facebook. Oh, look up Tiffany Saunders on Facebook. You think Virginia's in a facility? What makes you say that? Well, that makes sense on why they have custody if she's in a facility.
Tiffany Saunders, here's info from JFS on how we can actually help these children. So many people are quick to gossip and gander and seek attention out in this horrible situation. Y'all do you, I guess. But is that the one you're talking about, Tiffany Saunders? July 5th, she posted about the... Do you see another one from Ohio?
yeah, the one from Ohio is this one.
Yeah, that's the one I see. And she posted on July 5th about helping children.
I don't
Who's in
know.
that picture with her? Is that a little one?
She has a bunch of little ones, yeah. Well, not a bunch, but I see a couple different ones, yeah. I don't, two, and a teenage daughter, looks
Yeah,
like.
she posted about this. She posted about this July 5th. Tiffany Saunders did. Here's info from JFS on how we can actually help these children. So many people are quick to gossip and gander and seek attention out of this horrible situation. Y'all do you, I guess, but I refuse to be one of these people. Instead, I'm searching my heart and soul to find what I myself can personally do to help this situation in any way. Here's a start. And so they were talking about like the donating to, but is that Saunders family member?
Laura said July 4th, K snaps.
Oh, this says July 5th. I have a picture of it. It says July 5th. Maybe she posted twice.
She posted July 14th, too. She said, I was wrong. I'm horrified. Actually, my heart hurts for those kids. I'll say it again, but sum it up a little bit this time. Those poor kids were failed on many levels over and over again. We can all do better just by looking out for kids everywhere. All of us as humans, regardless of their parent situation, all kids deserve love and support. Be sure to be their safe space. I am that safe space. If you or anyone you know is struggling with mental, emotional, and then she talks about reaching out, dial 211. This, reading that was July 14th, July.
Oh, I'm making this post for the sake of truth. This is what she was talking about. Sorry, hold on. My vacuum's like, my robot's emptying.
No
I'm
cleaning at
making this
midnight.
post for the sake of truth and truth only, but for clarity, I'll go ahead and say this about the situation, then I'm moving on because I have to. Lots of you know that Lynn, aka Christina Siders, is my grandma, Diane's first cousin. Elizabeth Siders Russell is also my daughter's first cousin because my daughter's biological father and Elizabeth's mom are siblings. And there's pictures. Do you see that?
I
July
remember
4th.
I remember this girl,
Yeah. So wait, she's a Saunders.
but I didn't put it together.
Well, because we didn't know of Joshua Saunders. Oh, well, I guess because Virginia.
Yeah, but we didn't know. We never looked into who they were with.
Because there was no need at the time.
Right. There was no need to look for a Saunders. I do remember Virginia's last name being Saunders though.
Well,
This
that
is
I do too, and now I remember Tiffany.
Yep. So it was but Tiffany says that she's related to Elizabeth here. Lots of you know that Lynn, aka Christina Siders, is my grandma, Diana's first cousin. Elizabeth Siders Russell is also my daughter's first cousin because my daughter's biological father and Elizabeth's mom are siblings. So how is she related on Virginia's? Virginia comes from Gary.
Unless that happy little family tree did bend into a wreath.
That's what Hayes said. And from the looks of it, she possibly has a teenage daughter and two younger ones.
Tiffany. Huh? Wow.
But I feel like Tiffany wouldn't be posting if it was her or her kids because she doesn't sound angry enough, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I think that, especially because she is publicly posting about this, I think she would definitely say that Gary did something to her daughter, you know? I don't
That
know.
means there's more Saunders out there.
That's true too. But did they intermingle? Yeah, we got to figure out if they
That's what it
intermingled
sounds
like
like.
that.
I don't know that I can make sense of that whole Diana, Grandma Lynn, and Saunders.
Well, you know, Christina is one of 108 grandchildren, right? Christina Siders,
Yeah.
the grandma, is one of 108 great grandchildren, I think it is actually.
Are they
They have
all
a
like,
lot of family members on that side.
what is the incestual ration in that family?
I don't know, but I think that you only got so many people in one town, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
Especially a town of like
Were the
200 people.
were they born in that area?
Actually, no, I think like I don't remember. Maybe West
Because then they
Virginia or
populated that
something.
damn town. I'm just saying.
Yes. What, I actually am enjoying talking about this instead of Lindsay Clancy though.
We needed a break.
Yes, mentally, I couldn't take anymore.
And thank you for joining us.
I got another story for you if you want to hear.
Sure.
Did you guys hear about the oh wait a minute. I got it right here. Sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. Did you guys hear about the Lake and Snelling case that she pleaded guilty?
Yep, to all of it.
Yeah.
Sentencing was next month. That's wild. It's good though because there was so much evidence she couldn't plead not guilty.
There's 100% her lawyers were like, this is your best case scenario.
Right.
Ivory, is that the one you told me on live yesterday?
Yeah, she was
The
like
one with the
sobbing.
baby in the closet.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was sobbing, and they were like, "All right, now tell me, how did you kill the baby?" And she's like, "I suffocated it."
Right. Yeah. She said when the baby was born that she heard it was moving a little bit and it cried. So she knew it was alive at the time it was born.
She said that she was so stressed out that the baby came unexpectedly, and that's why she did that. And I'm like, all of mine came unexpectedly, but
The most, if they go at the high rate, the most she'll get is 13 years with the other charges.
Yeah, I think prosecution is asking for 10, right?
yeah, I think
It
it's
says
10.
first degree manslaughter, abuse of a corpse, tampering with evidence, concealing the birth of an infant. And then she admitted to ending the baby's life.
Yeah, when I heard the thing, though, I think they only requested 10 years, and the judge was like, I can come back with even more, and you can't appeal it. And she was like, and she acknowledged it. So I think it was only 10 years that they're requesting.
Well, it said 10 years for the first degree manslaughter and a year for each additional charge.
Do y'all want to see a picture of the Joshua Siders that's in prison?
Which one? And also, I have a question, okay? How the frick do we have a Joshua David Sanders Jr. as a dad and then just regular Joshua Sanders as a kid?
Because is their middle name the same? Because if their middle names are different, they're not Junior and the third.
Well, one of them is David. Junior is David. And then the son is, his initial is D, so I would assume it would be David, but.
Yeah. I mean, my husband and his father had the same first, middle, and last name. So he always, I guess it was on his birth certificate that way, where he had to put his first, middle, last name, and then the second.
Yeah, my ex-husband is senior, and then my son is junior. My brother and my father have the same first name, but they have different middle names, so they're not junior and senior.
Yeah.
I wonder why my husband wasn't a junior. He was the second. He had to put that little Roman numeral after his name, everything he signed.
I think it just depends, right? If you want to say be a junior or a second.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My son's a junior too.
Sometimes I don't know if that's good. I mean, with my husband's father, so his credit wasn't so good. And at the time, we're trying to buy a house when we first got married, and we had to go through hell because we had to prove the social security numbers were different, the age was different, all that. It was a hassle.
I really did. I'm not a big fan of my baby dad, but I enjoyed his name, so I was like, sure, I'll name him that.
Yeah.
Had to enjoy something, right?
Right.
Uh,
Found Amanda Fletcher on Facebook. Who's Amanda
Yeah.
Fletcher? Oh.
Amanda is Mandy.
So what does that say? Anything, Sam?
What you got, Sam? Get up here.
um, right here. There's no. Well, hold on. I want to make sure there's no kids in it. Let's
What is
see.
it? What does that say? I'm sorry.
Huh?
Just show that one more time, real quick.
No way. No screenshotting, Jamie.
I'm not screenshotting. I wanted to see the full name.
I'm messing with you. Oh, hold on. I
Okay.
gotta. Hold on.
She sent it to you.
Oh, it's wrong way. I had to mirror it.
Oh, so she's not using her last name. So it's Amanda Lorraine. Okay. Let me see.
But she hasn't posted anything since 2015. So
Well, she probably has. If you're not friends with her, then it's not going to show the recent. I hear a doggy breathing.
Nelson, he's a German Shepherd Husky, and he's always breathing really hard. He's always out of breath.
Hmm.
What town does Amanda live in on FB?
What you reading, Stacy?
well, because she's like, "What are you reading?" It threw me off because it says Cider's case in Ohio, 2 more arrested, and it says Joshua David Saunders, 23, arrested by Benton County, and then Brandon Henderson, Scott. So I guess I didn't realize going through all this that it's the 23-year-old that got arrested along with
Brandon Henderson.
Brandon Henderson.
Who'd you think got arrested?
Yeah.
Huh?
Who did you think got arrested?
Well, I knew it. I knew it on paper, but I just didn't. It just didn't click
It
with me
didn't connect.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
that it was the 23-year-old. I just kept thinking Joshua, and Brandon being the fathers. It just, I don't know. It just something just clicked. I'll show the pictures for those that haven't seen.
Hey, Sarah, did you find out who he unalived? That boy looks just like Gary Jr.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
he's
his
a
nephew.
different one.
It is
I
his
don't know
nephew.
why that just, I don't
Are
know.
we sure it's his nephew?
Yeah, because it's Gary Jr. and Virginia are brother and sister.
Right, but are we sure it's his nephew?
Joshua is Virginia's son. So yeah, that's Gary Jr.'s nephew.
Well, in this family, it could be his son too.
Oh.
Right?
Well, if he's 23, that he would have been 10.
Listen, in this family, I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
They start young, I heard. They're
Yeah,
married and divorced by 17.
literally.
You know, we're going to be digging on this for days. Ivory's like, what are you reading, Stacy?
Yeah, I'm like, what are you over there gatekeeping from the rest of us?
Yeah, Hannah, you can send it. Um, and y'all make sure that you follow us all on YT. Me and Ivory are the same name across all platforms. Um, and then Sam's is in the bio, and then Jamie's is Jamie.
No, it's not. I got to put mine in my bio because it's a
Okay.
different name. And every time I keep trying to change it, it keeps going back to that name. So I'm just going to leave it that way.
Hey, Snap, are you on YT?
But I'll put it
I
in my
am, but
bio.
I never get on it. I made it and then
Right.
even FB, everything. I just don't keep up with social media very well.
I know. I'm trying to be better. And everybody follow everybody on the panel too, please. Okay, so let's find out what Joshua is
Can we
in.
just find out where Virginia is, damn it? No, I'm just kidding.
What?
God damn it,
Just find
Virginia,
out
where
where
are you?
Virginia is.
Well,
I
let's look at Virginia's background. Hold on, I can look her up on her background.
you look that up. Sam's digging on the other side, and
Well,
I'll look.
what's Virginia's last name again? Is she a Saunders?
Yeah, she's married into a Saunders.
Okay. Let's see what we got here.
Let's see. Let's see who in the chat can figure out who Joshua Saunders unalived and why he's in prison. So Hannah, you can send it to ivoryroseknows@gmail.com if that's easier for you. Okay.
So I found a Virginia A. Saunders, deceased, 93. Oh, that's Virginia. Shit, I thought it was Hampton, Ohio.
Thank you, Hannah.
How old is Virginia? She's got to be older than Gary Jr.,
Yeah, 'cause he's
right?
the youngest, right?
Maybe in
Yeah.
her the later 30s or something.
38, maybe? Sounds right.
Could be.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Lives in a house assessed to be $20,000.
Assessed to be how much?
$20,000.
Can they even be assessed that low?
I guess 720 square feet. The
It's like a
lot size is
doghouse.
14,000 square feet. Okay, so she used to live in Florida too. So June 2013 to November 2018, she lived in Florida, allegedly. Yeah, possible relatives: Christina, Virginia M. Saunders, age 99. These people love naming their kids after each other, like women. Possible associates: Brandon Henderson. What do we want to know about Virginia?
Anything and everything you want to tell us.
Well,
I
I
mean, there's
got
not
some.
much.
I
There's
brought something up here on Facebook that says
we
there's
can call her. You want to call her?
some kind of question. I know, right? Connection I wanted to understand. Brandon Henderson wasn't simply just a stranger to the Siders family. A 2018 family obituary identifies Virginia Saunders within the Siders family and lists her as Virginia Saunders with Brandon Henderson. The same obituary identifies Gary Jr. as a brother-in-law. That documents Henderson's connection to the Siders family, extended family, without assuming exactly what his relationship with Virginia was at the time.
Brandon's wife's name is Jessica. They married in 2005.
Well, wasn't she with him? I'm lost.
Say that again.
Brandon's wife's name is Jessica. They were married in 2005.
Yeah, but wasn't he with Virginia? Am I messed up on that one?
Well, no, because the husband went to jail in 2009, right?
Yeah.
So they didn't get together until after that. I would assume. I
Because
mean,
it's
I couldn't.
saying a 2018 family obituary identifies Virginia Saunders within the Siders family and lists her as Virginia Saunders, and then it says Brandon Henderson.
That's 2025. I lied. It wasn't 2005. I'm just getting old.
So possible associates for Brandon, Christina Siders. That's kind of weird. I mean, that's Brandon was only Victoria's boyfriend. Why would Christina be an associate of his? There's really nothing on. Speeding charge. Speeding charge.
Has Linda posted anything?
Wait a minute, no, what last name is Linda going by?
She goes by Nonnn. Nanna. Nan. Nan. Nan.
Nonnan.
I'm trying to remember. I think it's Nann. Do you remember, Ivory?
Linda, she changed it from Nan to something.
Let's see what I come up with.
Let's see who Jessica is. Let me see who Jessica Henderson is.
Hey, K-Snaps, can you? So the only thing I'm being able to pull up, it's saying that it was Galilea County that he unalived in, and that he's in Chillicothe.
Is Jessica dead?
Hmm?
Was Jessica shot by her ex-husband?
You're in your armpit.
Was Jessica shot by the ex-husband?
I don't know.
Jessica. Who's Jessica?
I don't
Did she
know.
say? Did she say Jessica? I don't know who she said.
I was trying to find who he unalived, like the story on it.
I'm looking right now at his. I'm trying to find his. No, this is not him. There's a lot of Joshua Saunders and.
Are you trying to find out who the Fletcher who went to jail?
Well, it said he was sentenced 15 to life. No, this is for a murder charge. Um, in 2009. Hold on, let me see if it was 2009. I was just reading that too. All I can find, it says Joshua D. Saunders, often referred in connection to the extended Siders family in Ohio, has been serving a 15-year to life sentence in the Chillicothe Correctional Institution since September 2009 for a murder conviction out of Galilea County, Ohio. Publicly available state prison and court records list the charges as murder, but specific identifying details regarding the individual victim have not been widely detailed in the general news coverage of the case. Um, I just got his mech. Let's see.
Damn it. I exceeded too many tries to find out who Joshua David Saunders is.
Yeah, here's his number if anybody wants to write to him.
What year was he born?
He was born in date of birth 10/21/1983.
10/21/83. Okay. I sent his appeal. What a case.
Yeah,
I feel like this is as confusing as the Bartholomew case.
Oh, they're coming up on for court, or did they just have court this last week?
Yeah, didn't they have it this past week, right?
Yeah, he got a computer, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a computer. To help in his defense or something. Like, okay, you're gonna need it, bud. You're gonna need all 9 of your IQ
So,
to help
hey,
with your case.
Snap, can you fill us in on that for a second? Because I haven't got to look into it. So he went to court this last week.
Yeah, so they're both set for competent. They're both competent to stand trial, and he asked for a computer. I think his next court date is like September. Why do I want to say like 3rd or something stupid?
I was thinking it was the 16th or the 18th.
Maybe. I've been thinking of too many numbers today.
I wrote it on my bathroom mirror.
And hers is.
Go ahead.
I don't know either.
How old is this Fletcher person?
Fletcher?
Yeah,
Ronnie or Amanda?
Ronnie.
I'm going to say he's probably late 40s, early 50s.
So he would have been what? Born in the 70s, somewhere in there?
I was looking at his Facebook a while ago. I don't remember.
Because I'm looking up on Ancestry to see if I can find something.
Oh.
If I had the right year.
You said Fletcher's?
Yeah, Ronnie Fletcher, yes.
Doesn't say how old he is.
Well, I'll just say, all right. What town did he live in? Do you remember that?
Well, doesn't he live in Benton County?
All right. What state is that again? I'm sorry.
Ohio.
Okay, Ohio. It's not coming up. There's coming up a Connie Sue Fletcher.
So I looked up, I like screenshot Josh Sanders like info that you had that you had up and put it in ChatGPT and asked who he murdered. And it says that they don't have a direct name. It doesn't suggest a direct name, but that the victim was a male.
That's not the person that was unalived at the nursing home. I saw something like that come up, like somebody killed with the same name at a nursing home.
I don't know.
Geez, I can't even come up with the Josh Sanders thing. There's nothing here. Maybe they haven't done any, the family hasn't done any of those kinds of tests, I guess. Hmm.
Okay, so Sam found the appeal at approximately 1:15 a.m. on September 8, 2016. No, that's 2000. Yeah, 16. With that 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, yeah. Curtis Rogers, a police officer for the village of Dresden, was on patrol in his cruiser in the vicinity of West 12th Street, which he later described as a wraparound road on a trailer complex lacking any sidewalks. He then happened upon Saunders, who was walking down the roadway toward the officer's cruiser, staggering left to right. Roger stopped his vehicle.
Hold on,
Exited.
hold on. Samantha's saying that's not right.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
I was
saying it's
gonna.
wrong.
I was reading. I was like, hold on a minute. I don't think this is. Hey, we're reading somebody else's appeal. My bad. Well, I was reading it and I was like, hold on, that's the wrong.
And I'm just noticing she's telling me to yell at you. I just looked at the chat. It's wrong. It's not right.
Okay, it's 1 a.m. We probably should stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed.
I just wanted
It's
to
2
read
in
and
the
see what the
morning for
guy
me.
did. And Sam's like, that's wrong. Tell her to stop.
Jamie, tell her.
I'm gonna go to bed. It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Samantha said she sent you Ronnie's Facebook and Mandy.
Okay, does it? I want to find out what he went to prison for. All right, thanks for coming up, Case Nap.
Welcome night.
Appreciate you. Hope you have a good night. Where'd Ivory go?
I don't know. I think she's investigating. Give her a minute. She's investigating, I think.
Been doing that. I looked down. Well, Sam, what is this you sent me? I was all excited, man. I was like trying to skim through it.
She says that's them. She vetted it. So.
Oh, okay. Are you tired, Sam? Are you tired, Jamie?
I don't know. I'm all right. The last freaking couple of weeks I've been staying up so late. I think my body's getting used to it. I got to stop doing it, though.
Yeah.
And then I was up, last night till 3 with that other lady. Why can't I remember her name? But the one that was on your live.
I don't know what this is. Oh, hold on.
Beverly said Benton County 16 on Facebook has the post about it.
Post about what?
I don't know. Is she talking about the one who's in jail? I don't know who she's talking about.
Okay, guys. I hate to newspaper article and those comments about. Oh, okay. I'm gonna screenshot that so I remember Benton County 16.
No screenshotting.
Look at my live and I wanted that Benton County 16. All right, guys. I hate to. I have a great grandbaby's baby shower tomorrow that I got to get up. Somehow I got to get all this blue off of me, or I'll just wear it to the baby shower. So I am off to bed. I kind of want to see if Ivory's going to go live or not.
What now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she went to go do some investigating, or because she didn't say she was leaving, so.
Yeah, and I don't want to just leave and her come back and go,
What the hell? You dropped me.
yeah. I don't want to do that to her. So I don't know what to do. Hold on. Let me ask her.
Freddie. Stop doing that, Freddie. Be a good boy.
Did you get a chance to look at the Edward Brick case at all? Edward Brick.
What case is that?
That is that was your father, right? Amber.
You gotta remember, there's so many cases I don't know who's who anymore.
We were going through a few things and trying to wait till the Clancy case was over because it was so chaotic.
Yeah.
Aware that was your father, right? There's Ivory.
Sorry, I fell down a rabbit hole on FB.
I knew you did.
That's all right. I didn't want to close down and go to bed and then you come back over there investigating. Are you going live or?
Oh no, it's 2 a.m. I got church in the morning. I'm gonna
Yeah.
finish my little rabbit hole here and go to bed.
Okay. Pick up maybe tomorrow night.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, guys. Everybody follow everybody on the panel. Thank you. Your uncle. Yes. I have kind of been looking at that. I haven't got to dig into it a whole lot because of the Clancy case, but we are definitely going to. So keep reminding me and send me all the stuff on it.
All right, kids, have a good night.
Good night, guys.
All right, night, guys. Thanks, everybody. Night. Aware, send me the information on that so it'll be back at the top. Thanks. Night, guys.